Welcome back, finally, to Mimics and Gimmicks, where a bunch of idiots pretend to know what they're doing, and in the process torment me with their vicious mockery. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master and player punching bag, Anastasia. Playing Troy, our half-wood elf ranger with a taste for bear blood, is Sean. We've got Ryan playing Viren, our furbolg cleric who prefers liquid courage, and Tatiana playing as Poofers, our wily tabaxi barbarian. Finally, we have Amanda playing Eravir, our sexy high elf sorcerer with hair and heart of gold. Also, I didn't write Clint back in from last week. Welcome, Clint, back. You're playing Magnus, our dark and brooding tiefling rogue.
Hey.
Yeah. See, I copy and paste the
So.
intro every week and
Perfect.
put you in or out, but I didn't put you in this week. Anyways, lots to cover today, so let's jump right into our recap. We last played like a month ago, so hopefully we can cover everything. Okay. Last time on Dungeons & Dragons Ball Z. Under the direction of the Wardens, our heroes have been on the hunt for the older-than-time tools of creation known as the artifacts, which must be collected in order to stop the incoming apocalyptic ruin. Their most recent target was the silver circlet known as Paradise's Visage, which has dominion over dreams and the ability to transport imagination into reality. They tracked this artifact down to northern Sethos, where they partook in a sessions-long 6-part battle against the archdemon Atlas, who had fused himself with the circlet. Eventually, our heroes finally emerged victorious, but not without loss. They had to leave behind the soul of Troy's father, as well as that of their dear friend Harvey, who stayed behind as the vessel of the artifact to keep Atlas contained. Upon returning to reality, our heroes found themselves ambushed by none other than the evil goddess Lolth, who not only kidnapped the prestigious Dr. Talaradel, but also tried to take the circlet. Thankfully, our heroes were saved by none other than the glorious Doppio. After a ton of discussion about whether to give the alleged ally Archdemoness the artifact, our heroes elected to do so, meaning when they returned to Redcliffe, they had to just straight up lie to the Wardens about what happened to the artifact. All's well that ends well, though. Our heroes celebrated their victory with a nice bar brawl and other shenanigans. Let's find out what lays ahead now on Dungeons & Dragons Ball Z. Yay! Dropping my laptop at the start really threw me off. Kind of panicked a little bit. It's okay. All right. So a couple other reminders, because it has been a month and a minute and 8 seconds is not a lot of time for me to cover everything. On top of returning to town, lying to the Wardens, and drunken shenanigans.
Drunk shenanigans.
Sounds like a typical day.
One of us also received a lovely letter from our dear older brother, inviting them back home for the Festival of the Eclipse on the solar solstice. Exactly. You also have several things on the schedule before you can actually leave Redcliffe and head out towards the elven homeland of Shira. And that would include finishing up your shopping with your dear good friend, magic shop owner, Dreadwrath and Beyond connoisseur, Gil, the Drow. Right. And there's also a meeting with the secondary reclaimer team that your characters may or may not remember is supposed to happen. So anyways, this next morning back in town, everyone wakes up in a significant amount of pain. Not negligible, compounded with the, again, as another reminder, the lethargy that has sort of taken over the world. There's this wave of exhaustion that is affecting everyone, and that has been affecting the duration of your long rests, as well as your short rests. So that is affecting everyone, and it also means that when you get a hangover, that hangover lasts a bit longer than it really should.
I wasn't sure about saving the world, but now I think we have to save the world.
But yeah, you guys can all meet up back in your quarters. You have the common room, and then your 6. There's more than 6 now. Rooms branch off from there. We'll just say 5 rooms, and then your companions stay somewhere else. So, yeah, and that's where you guys can meet. Miserable in your common room.
How hungover am I?
Roll a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Well, that's nat 1.
You are barely functional. You've got 3 pairs of sunglasses on.
I would like to know how hungover I am and also how my tattoo looks.
Okay, the Constitution saves, everyone would have to roll disadvantage if they want to see how hungover they are. The assumption is very, but you could see if it's worse.
14.
16.
You guys both don't feel great, but you're much better than Viren. You're just.
And then for my tattoo.
You don't need to roll for that. I rolled performance on that. Gil's a very, very, very talented person. So you luckily got an 18, which means it turns out very well.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yes, it's a sort of like, think of like a Celtic knot style armband.
In what color?
Black.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else is hungover? You were fine.
Yeah.
11.
No one is as bad as Biren. But
Poor
Surprising.
Barry.
it's ironic, really.
Yeah.
You should have a taller.
I had to drink a lot after last night.
What
Not
actually-
during the party, after the
Were
party.
you drinking only from your stein?
No.
See?
No.
Maybe that's
What
the
actually
problem.
happened is he thought he was drinking from the stein that doesn't get you drunk, and it wasn't.
There you go.
Sad.
So,
He didn't realize until it was far too late.
And then he was like,
jeez. Yeah. I guess I'll keep going.
Yeah. You're like, I'm already ruined. I just gotta keep going.
Yeah. There's no going back.
Yeah. Anyways, as I said, you guys are welcome to socialize, shop, whatever business you need to do. Yeah, you have all morning, and then you are due to receive a visit from, like, there's someone, like, I'll stop by this afternoon to say hi, or whatever.
But you mean from the other reclaimers?
Well, one of the, like, administrative officials. Yours is Miranda,
I thought
right
we
now.
Did we, on the last session, agree to meet with?
Yeah.
we weren't
yes.
really getting an option. It was like, you are.
You could not go. Like, you don't have to go, but someone will stop by to take you to the meeting later today. So you have the morning.
Okay. So, I think we might have agreed to meet with the other reclaimer team. I think is the guy was Lucas. Remember, he
Yeah.
might have beat you, Poopers.
Well, you know, I was
Okay.
pretty intoxicated at that point.
True. But it dawned on me that while we've been in Redcliffe, I taught one of my classes to make a little extra gold for that pocket watch I'm never going to get. And
Gotta have a dream.
neither here nor there, but the gal, I think her name was Charlotte of her group, was there. Not participating, but there. So they're showing a bit of interest in us, just for the sake of knowing.
I think it's Charlotte's in the other reclaimer team.
She is in the other reclaimer.
And
I
she-
think Charlotte's her name. I'm
And she
pretty
was-
hazy that night.
She was watching you instruct.
Yes, but was not actively participating. So I don't know. Just thought it was. Just found it a little weird. You know, didn't know what her deal was.
Seeing how good your bow skills were.
Well, obviously, but
Mm.
I mean, she didn't have to go to know that.
Maybe
so.
she was just interested in you, Troy.
I mean,
Maybe. So.
a lot of people know about Trevor.
Mm. She was hoping for a seminar.
Right.
On sexual harassment.
Or, you know, they're probably following us around to figure out why we failed miserably at our last mission.
How many have they reclaimed and how many have we reclaimed?
We have no idea.
I'm pretty sure they've gotten a couple more than us at this point.
Have they?
They've gotten 2. You guys have gotten 3, I think.
Okay,
Oh, see?
we're still winning. We're
Something
still
that We've
winning.
been honest about. So it appears that we're even, right?
Let me double check.
3 that we've been honest about.
Where do we stand warden-wise?
1.
I forgot who we're telling the truth to now.
Troy, check your mic.
What is this?
See if it's on. No, your receiver. Is it? Yeah, it looks on.
So not.
I gotta check something anyways.
1,
Keep going.
2, 3. You have been honest about retrieving 3,
Oh, so
and they have retrieved 2.
So we're way better than them.
Definitely.
I mean, they only got 2. Just saying.
Wait, is that 2 including the one that we lied about? Is the 3?
So you
Yeah.
have gotten the venomous roots, which was from the Lizard Folk City.
Remember that?
You've gotten half of Blood's Bane, which is from the Underdark.
Okay, remember that.
They got the other half.
Okay,
You've gotten Immolation's Cage, which was from the prison. That was the first one you got.
cool.
And you lied about losing Paradise's visit.
Wonderful.
So technically we got
I'm feeling
we got
very
And
strong and
they
confident
got-
about our decision at
They've
this
got
point, by the
Passion's
way.
Embrace, which is a different artifact.
Yes, absolutely
one
at
that
this
I
point
have
in
a feeling
time.
the DM wouldn't let us go on.
Correct. I was like, I'm not giving them this quest. So
good.
What? The sultry six couldn't get the passion's embrace?
We left it to the real heroes.
How dare you?
My heart.
Well, while we're fixing technical difficulties,
Yeah.
let's go shopping.
Just say something, Sean, real quick.
Just say something real quick.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
fine. Okay. I think you're fine.
All right.
Get
I
in,
think you're fine.
bitches. We're going shopping.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I feel
How
like
much
absolute
money do I
opposite.
have?
If you're gonna spend money. A little
Oh,
retail
God.
therapy might help this.
Guys, make your way over to our favorite
Buy
hot
Gatorade
spot.
first.
And I'm sorry.
I said, let's buy Gatorade first.
Yeah.
Pedialyte.
Ye old Pedialyte. Ye old.
Callie!
She
What
definitely
adventure is
has many
great.
hangover cures.
Oh, I bet
You
she
can
does.
always go visit the Elixirium to see if she is awake and
That might be
conscious.
a good first start. I'm looking over at you, Barry. I see your eyes through those 3 sunglasses over there.
I'm just now wearing a blindfold.
Let's go.
It's
let's
too
go say hi to
much.
Kyle.
Over the sunglasses.
Yes.
How
I
how
guide
is-
Barry
is
with
the
our
question.
group.
I'm just wearing an inappropriately large sun hat.
If Callie's too far, we're not
She
going to watch
is
that.
actually the closest shop to your quarters because she's like a restricted shop, so you can get there. You go over there. All of the shutters are closed. She got super hammered last night too. Let's
I
roll.
look over. You're up. I look at the door. I look at the door.
She's sleeping in there.
That's not where she
Like
lives.
that's
That's where
ever
she works.
stop you.
Right, right.
Yeah. Oh no, that would be
It's a
rude.
good morning door.
That would be rude.
We're checking on her welfare.
You gonna kick the door open?
I go, wait, I go. On the door, I go.
And I can't help it. And I
All right, you kick the door open and it goes, and it's totally dark inside.
it wasn't my fault,
Thank
Callie.
you.
There's like a sunroof, and you can see like the dust in the air through like the one beam of light. And Neil is there.
How's he looking?
Oh boy.
I don't think he went
got the-
straight.
He ended up in an alley.
Crap beat out of
Didn't
him,
you
didn't he?
say no?
I
Barry
saved
pulled
him.
him out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I saved
You
him.
almost killed him.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
cannot be responsible
No, she
for what
kicked him to the
inebriated.
Oh, that's no. She kicked him and he disappeared into nothing. That's how hard you kicked
Neil,
him.
I'm so happy you're okay.
Oh my gosh. Just stay over there.
What do you mean? And I get a little closer.
She takes a step back.
Do I smell bad?
Ye old roadhouse.
I can't smell you from over here, but I'd just be more comfortable if you stayed back there.
I sit down.
That will do, I suppose. Is there something you guys needed?
Where's Callie?
Hangover.
In response to that, a bottle is thrown from behind the counter into the ceiling, and it just shatters. And
I look
she,
extremely
jumps, he's like,
disappointed at the ceiling.
She's okay.
Wha-
Callie, make it better.
Wait, wouldn't if she was that good at making hangover cures, would she not be as hungover?
Callie, I feel like crap. Make this better.
Neil, I feel like crap.
Neil,
Neil.
Neil.
all around.
I was, yeah, she called me. I have today off, actually. It was my grandma's funeral today.
Clearly.
That is so sad.
Did Poopers kick her?
I
Don't kick grandmas.
Okay,
Unless
sorry.
they deserve it.
What if they bow to you?
DM's gonna add a grandma villain.
Well,
now,
that's
you
a
know
whole
that, right?
different
If they
thing.
bow to you.
Because then they've accepted a challenge in formal combat.
What if she your back hurt? It wasn't even like intentional. You're like,
Oh, my
What if she
back.
has like, was that like scoliosis or whatever? She just walks bent over.
Okay, you know what? It's up to interpretation, okay?
It's a case-by-case basis. Okay,
you're gonna be at the scoliosis.
Neil's like, yeah, I actually had today off, but Callie called me, and I'm looking for the recipe. I can't, like, I just got in. I can't, it's dark in here, and every time I light a candle, she snuffs it out. So,
Oh, but find it faster, mate.
all right, and he goes to, like, under the counter.
I can
looking for
help you
things.
look.
No, it's okay.
I didn't even finish my sentence.
Moon untouched blade to help light everything.
Another bottle is thrown across the room.
Slash at it. Untouched blade.
Roll an attack roll, please.
Oh, will do.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Go. 19.
Oh, you slice it clean in half, and then it shatters on the floor right after.
Somebody ought to clean this up. It's dangerous.
Neo! And he's like, I'm sorry, like, Yosi came in here, and he doesn't like things alphabetized. He has a weird sorting system that no one can understand, and it's all in hieroglyphics, and I don't understand.
The verse.
I'll read it. I have comprehend language,
It's okay. You can stay over there.
but I can help. And I walk forward.
You hear, like, because he's behind the counter, he hears your footstep, and there's like a...
He like
and he's like, no, I got it, really. It's okay. It's okay. Just give me a couple minutes. And Callie is like, A few more minutes pass, and then he says, oh, God, here it is. I got it. It, like, holds it up triumphantly.
Hooray!
I found it.
What is it?
It's just the recipe.
Oh.
Oh,
God.
Callie, I do have a question about this. Neil! It says the cure for the hangover is more alcohol.
Oh no.
Old hair
Well.
dog, eh?
Wait, is this really a thing?
Barry, become dog. Go.
Here. Form into dog.
I polymorph into a dog.
And then I rip out some hair. And I give it to you guys.
I don't know what I was expecting.
That's what it meant.
The hangover is making my judgment far worse.
God.
Callie's like, flip it over. He flips. Oh, got it. There's a recipe here. Don't worry.
Neil, how long is it gonna take you to make these?
Like 20 minutes.
do you have a dog bowl?
Oh,
What?
is that a wastebasket? Okay.
No.
I take it and puke in it.
No. Oh, God, my turtle was in it. Sheldon, are you okay?
It's too late.
Now you have turtle soup.
Uh-huh.
No.
Turtles.
So he, like, lights on Bunsen burner, and Callie groans, and she rolled a 2, just an FYI. So she's not feeling good either. And he puts together a bit of, quickly an elixir, and he's like, all right, I think this is right. I'm pretty sure that said, it's fine. Okay, here you guys go. He's like 1 glass for each of you.
I don't need it. I feel fine.
You don't feel great, you just feel not terrible.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Okay.
I shoot it.
All right, it tastes it tastes horrific.
Oh god, I puke back in the wastebasket.
Oh, well, now I have to
sounds
make
like
another one. Sheldon!
I grab one and put it on the floor in front of Dogberry.
Dogberry.
Dairy.
Drink boy.
I drink.
It's horrible.
It takes longer because I have to lap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just lapping and horking, but I get it down.
Just soak your tongue in it.
I'm from the forest. We eat twigs and
Yeah.
crappy pine cones. Like I can eat this.
Is Poopers laughing at
Okay.
No, I mean, I didn't drink it because it smelled awful.
Okay.
Callie,
Feel bad
like,
for
pulls
you
herself
guys.
up. She's like, all of her hair is like all over the place. Her makeup is running down her face.
Oh. Well, I'm a dog, so I go bark.
Bar.
Viren,
Bark.
you've had bad days too.
Bark.
So she downs it, and she's like, it'll take about 5 minutes. And 5 minutes do pass, and most of you feel, like, functional. Not 100%, but better.
Perfect.
Viren,
After
you feel
the
like
5
you rolled
minutes,
like
I
a 12
then drink
instead of
it.
1.
Okay.
And Neil's like, yes, that's the first one.
Good job, Neil.
Thank you.
Clean up your turtle.
Oh God, Sheldon. Takes the bucket and
Let's
runs
go buy
outside.
some stuff.
All right, over to Dreadwrath and Beyond. Run by your good friend Gil Night Ray. That's his full name. And push open the door, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and he's like, "Oh, welcome. Oh, well,
No, continue.
welcome, I guess."
Okay.
What did we do
Hi,
to Gil?
Gail. He was he gave Bear a tattoo.
Yeah, except Callie really pissed him off, And he knows that you're friends with Kelly, so.
Oh God, this
Like,
is
I thought that was just
petty.
A thing. They fixed
It is,
right?
that
Like,
is what they do. But he's
Yeah.
still upset about it.
I'll get over it.
You'll get
No.
over it.
Okay.
Amazing tattoo. Very
Well,
impressed.
thank you.
Thank you.
You know what? We don't get a lot of sort of appreciation after the fact, especially when they're drunken. 'Cause usually the subjects sort of move around a lot, and then it's never pretty after. But it turned out well enough. Hopefully you should enjoy the effects. Magical ink is hard to come by, so.
I forgot what the effects were.
How are
I just think
you?
it's pretty.
How are you feeling this morning?
Really?
I'm excellent. I didn't drink anything.
Purely cosmetic.
But why?
Well, because it makes everyone act like a fool.
That's the
That
point.
is true.
That's why it
but
looks so
that's
good.
yes, that is why we do it.
Also, it would have been irresponsible to do that when I'm making a permanent mark on someone's skin.
That's true.
Wow, you really lucked out, Air
Yeah.
I did.
What did you guys need today?
Man,
Do you
This is-
offer a multi-item discount?
Bundle?
No.
Bundles.
I sure don't.
No. This feels kind of backwards, but that amulet of the drunkard.
What
Yeah.
is, how is this dog speaking?
It's just a blue dog.
Is it?
I'm like, what's
He's
the red
a
dog?
mad Clifford, the big
Can-
red
oh
dog.
wait, can I be a big dog? Cause I'm a big creature. Cause I'm Biren.
I don't care.
I don't.
Damn.
I don't care.
That's
Alright,
fine.
DM.
You can be a big
Yeah,
dog.
I want to be Blue Clifford.
Well, Clifford is like ginormous,
Like,
like,
he
as
can-
big as a house.
Like
you can be like
large-
one of the like Saint Bernard.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
Then I ride on his back.
so this whole time I've been barking, and then I realize that I'm still in dog form, and then I come back and I'm like, sorry, amulet of the drunkard.
I just fall off your back as you transform back. Thank you.
Or am I
Aaron.
on my hands and knees?
You're on your hands
I
and knees
stand
for sure. Oh yeah, that amulet. You know that has really been sort of stinking up the place. So yes, please take it
Well,
away.
No,
What does
when
it
you
smell
say
of?
stink,
It smells of old ale-stained wood. per the
Oh, it smells like
description.
me. Okay, well, fair enough.
Yes, it's not really my aesthetic.
it's
Ah.
his natural musk.
Smelling like alcohol.
Yes.
I've noticed.
Oh, well,
You carry a stein almost the whole time.
I don't think I've ever seen you 100% sober.
and that's the way I like it.
Fair enough.
Well, then this item was made for you.
Well,
It's
there
a
you go.
problem. He just hasn't accepted it yet.
No comment.
600 gold pieces for that.
Done.
You're not even going to haggle?
You might recall that we don't accept bargaining here because they are priced according to balance.
Yeah, but you could do it cosmetically.
I'll just say no over and over again if you really want to go there.
Since
No.
since our friend is not in a very good mood, I didn't feel like haggling for the sake of haggling.
Read the room. I get it. I get it.
I appreciate that. Finally,
Mm.
someone with some sense.
That smells.
So you're gonna give my discount then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a trick question.
I would like to purchase the eyes of the eagle and
Scree.
and cape of the Montebank. Is that
This should sound close enough.
how would you
I understand
Yeah.
what you're
Bill?
I
saying.
think it's a mount bank. I don't know.
Mountebank.
That's what I said.
Mountebank.
Yes. Yes, please.
So the lenses, the eyes of the eagle, they are a bit complicated to put in.
Wait, they're like permanent little eyeballs to put on?
No, but they are lenses. that-
Okay.
It says fit over the eyes, which in the DM's mind means they're contacts.
Oh,
okay.
really? I thought they were like glasses. I could just like.
No, they fit over the eyes. I guess
Going
that's the description.
in your
Included in the
eyes.
Wait.
Can only pay half the price.
While wearing them, so can I put like?
You can take them in and out. Yes, you'll just need a solution to keep them moist.
Hoping for robot eyes.
There's gonna be Troy working with his little contact lenses.
I mean, that's what the implication, right? That they're
Yeah.
like contacts,
Well, you know, it's kind of thrown us off is we weren't expecting contact lenses in.
right?
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
Advanced magic.
Yeah.
Eyeball magic.
Advanced ocular magic.
Hey, I'm still interested. Yes.
Sure. And he like pulls out a little kit and he's like, "You want to practice in the mirror first?"
It might take a while. Why don't I?
He's just
share it
poking
with
his
you and
eye.
I'll go practice in
Sure.
a
And
little less embarrassing circumstances.
just for anyone listening, first of all, the Amulet of the Drunkard. You regain 44 plus 4 hit points, which is the equivalent of a greater healing potion. When you drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine,
weird.
and that's once per day. So you basically just got a free potion every day.
Yeah.
Because you always have alcohol. Eyes of the Eagle. Crystal lenses fit over your eyes. While wearing them, you have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. In conditions of clear visibility, you can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across. Basically, eye binoculars.
Seems appropriate for a ranged character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Your eagle eyes.
The cape allows you to cast a dimension door once per day, and you disappear in a cloud of smoke. So that's pretty.
I
cool.
leave in my old. Remember, I have old ratty clothes because I really didn't care from a while back. I say, here, you can have this. Get
Yeah. So together, that's 1,900 gold pieces. Which he happily takes. Oh, it's great to make a large sale so early in the morning. If you want, you can get that cape tailored to whatever your tastes are, so long as the sigil on the back, there's a thread design on the back. So long as that is undisturbed, the magic will stay intact.
Good to know. Thank you.
Something else. You said thank you.
You're welcome.
Your answer for her.
Yeah. It was a fancy thank you.
Any other business I may interest you all in today?
What can I get? And I toss up 100 gold for this. I'm 90% sure there's nothing in there for 100
You
gold.
could take me out to lunch. Not in a row.
That's an
Whoa.
expensive lunch.
Kale, I did not think you would be interested in one such as myself.
As long as there's a lot of wine, we'll get along great.
You guys hearing this? I mean, too bad I'm a cat and have no attraction to you.
It's not a matter of attraction, it's a matter of a free lunch.
It's food.
Bitches
I'm gonna
gotta
take
eat.
this back. I'll think about the free lunch still. I'll let you know. I'll hit you
Alright.
up.
If I learn anything in life, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
All right. Well, I'm poor, so
Yeah.
Man, no one wants that gem of the Gorgon?
I'm poor.
So, tell me about the gem.
It's a really interesting item. Let me read it out loud for you. A dull gray gem which can be attached to a weapon.
Exciting.
When you attack with this weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, the creature must make a DC 15 con saving throw, in addition to suffering the attack's normal effects. On a failed save, the creature is restrained and must make another con saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If it successfully saves twice, the effect ends. If it fails 3 times, it is turned to stone and subjected to the petrified condition for 1 hour. Creatures with legendary actions, such as bosses, are immune to the effect. And it is known to be a dangerous item with potentially unintended side effects. This means if you have a particularly misfortunate series of events, that may backfire.
Of bad rolls? Because it only activates if I roll a 20
On the enemy, yes.
on the enemy.
Correct.
Not a total of 20 if I roll a nat 20.
Roll a 20 on the attack roll, so it has to be a d20, like not nat 20.
Right.
If you crit, there's a chance you're going to paralyze them.
Right.
If you
But
crit,
usually when I crit, they're dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Also, is that?
Touche.
Would it be strong enough to paralyze like a boss character?
No, it said
it
at the
can't
end,
paralyze
it
a
doesn't
boss
work.
character.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's alright.
All right. See how it is. Just a reminder that if you do have a request for a magical item, I am skilled at crafting them. That is my entire profession. That has always been an option.
I would like a balloon that I can blow up with my like regular breath, and it would float like it was full of that floaty gas. And then I could just, deflate it when I don't want the balloon out and re-inflate it when I do.
We just want that so your voice will become high pitched.
A little.
100 gold.
Slam it on the table.
Wait,
Hot damn!
will it be strong enough to lift you up, though?
No, it's a one
I
helium
would assume
balloon.
not.
That would be very overpowered. All right, I'll have it ready in a couple of days.
All right.
Gosh.
She spent her last
No, I still got a little.
Balloon.
I still got a little.
nickel.
Yeah, I have my own balloon.
Okay, I'm gonna think about it.
I do have a favor to ask all of you. Are you going to see Callie later?
Maybe.
Potentially.
Just leave this in her shop, and he hands whoever will take it a like small little yellow gem.
What's it do?
It's just a bit of fun. Just drop it anywhere.
Is this like funny fun or like mean fun?
Is it gonna explode her shop?
It won't cause any permanent damage.
Permanent.
Permanent being the key word here.
Right. Okay. If I'll take it, but no promises we're gonna go see her.
I would never. Well, it only activates within the bounds of her shop, so
Oh, nah, no, I don't want it.
it's just a bit of
100 gold.
just walk it over myself. I thought if you were going there
Okay.
anyways.
My offers.
What? Why exactly were you guys fighting again? Because, I mean, come on.
She's tacky.
Ah,
Because
she's tacky.
She's tacky. She
Um,
came in here and had the audacity to insult my outfit.
Oh, jeez. All right, well, I'm just gonna turn away.
and they go, I'll take it, and I grab it.
Okay.
I was gonna get 100 gold back.
Just drop that anywhere. He hands you 25 gold.
Damn, should have taken it. I'm
Yeah,
too
see,
hungover for
that's
this,
what
though.
it gives to be generous.
True.
All right.
Cool.
But I'm really more of a taker. So.
Drop it in the trash.
Yeah, free money.
I got it.
Okay. You guys have the rest of the morning if there's anything else you want to do. Otherwise, we'll move some time ahead.
I whisper to Poofer, or like a mental whisper to Poofers. Hey, I got something I gotta drop off at Doppio's shrine. You want to come with me?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Poofers and I are gonna run a quick errand. We'll be back.
All right, don't explode Kelly's shop.
I'll try. Well, explode. He said fun.
That might be fun to him.
Yeah. Whenever someone says fun, it usually means it explodes.
Why
What
would
kind of parties do you go
why would
to?
you do that to Callie?
Okay, we're gonna go to the shrine now. So,
Wait, what?
Bye.
errands.
Shop.
What would the other three of you like to do?
Die. So
You guys want to do anything? You're just gonna wait for them to get back.
No, I'm gonna kind of like see if I see people in the town that don't necessarily know us that well, and kind of ask if they know anything about this other reclaimer team. See if I can.
Okay, can you roll perception check?
Not something that you would.
In the meantime, you guys make your way over towards the massive temple in the middle of Red Cliff, which is a sort of like conglomerate of altars to various gods, and you find the one that Poofers has constructed under a large oak tree, a little pink shrine to Best Boy Doppio.
yes.
I reach in my and I pull out a pink envelope addressed to Doppio, and I place it at the shrine.
I'm so proud of you writing letters to Doppio. Did you know I write him a letter every week?
I believe it.
Yes.
Notably, there's nothing else on the shrine right now. No one else seems to have made any offerings. It is entirely empty other than your letter.
And the stuff that we put on it yesterday.
And that's gone.
It's gone? Mm-hmm. I have to dig through my pack and see if there's anything pink in there to leave.
I don't know, do you have anything pink?
I've got many buttons, a couple paper clips, all of them painted pink in a very horrible way. They were probably just dumped into a paint bucket at some
You can
point.
drop some paper clips off if you really want to.
Yeah, so I bend it into like a heart.
Eravir, I think that you, as someone with a background in religion, would probably know that this altars, like the whole area is probably maintained by someone, and like they come and clean things off. So-
I just let her and don't
Yeah.
say a word though.
It's like Santa. He just comes and you don't know. Except instead of leaving, he takes.
My ninja star's not there anymore either.
Everything is gone.
Go hard on that.
What was your
10.
perception roll? 10. Not great, not bad.
About even.
So one thing that you do notice, even with a 10, people are just really kind of keeping to themselves. Like, you know, usually people walk around and like smile or wave at you or whatever, or just kind of got their head down. However, you're able to find. Are you looking for wardens or civilians?
More wardens, but if I don't see any that like, I don't want somebody who really knows us that well because I'm trying to get a fair judge of it. So wardens, if there are some, but I'll talk to civilians too if not.
You could also always ask one of like the administrative assistants, like Miranda and like how Harvey was, because they have intel on all of the teams.
Yeah,
Also.
well,
That's fine.
we're on the street.
You can go find a just like a new guy who looks a little bit lost.
Yeah.
And walk up to him. He's like, do you know where the library is? I cannot find my way around this administrative hall. It is such a nightmare here.
So confusing when you're junior. Yes, it's just going to be down this way, take a right, take another left, turn around, and do another left. But I have a question for you.
Wait, can you repeat?
We'll get back to it. Have you heard of this other reclaimer team?
Oh wait, you're the one that everyone's talking about, right?
Me?
Are we
Probably not.
with you?
I don't know. Did you go with him?
Did you go with me?
I feel like you would all go together.
Well, not you, but
No, I know. the
Yeah.
I would say we probably like.
Yeah, I would say
meandered
so.
Behind him.
Yeah, meandered. That's a good word.
you guys are part of the main team, right?
Are we the main
I
team?
don't know.
Yes.
The main?
Yes. Yes.
I don't
Wow,
know.
can I have your autograph?
This other team.
This is Poofers.
I hear.
I thought Poofers was the cat.
And
Like
everybody
the
gets
team
that mistake all
mascot
the
or
time.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
The
beard,
mascot.
No, but I'm curious what.
How did you train her
wouldn't
to do
find
all
that
those
offensive.
tricks with the sword?
Really talented, right? Right? Look at he could turn into a dog.
But he's so tall.
Do it. Do it.
Burn
Turn into
another
a
one of
dog.
my precious. You need to keep track of your spell slots, by the way.
I don't know.
Okay.
Worth it.
Oh my
Little
god,
dog trick back there. Remember that one?
another magician. Wow, that is very impressive.
I do one of those. I do one of those.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a piece of bacon. I was saving it for later.
Bigger.
Wait, I thought you were a vegetarian.
Awkward.
Not the dog. Dog's not.
He can't resist it.
Yeah.
It's bacon.
It's a bacon strip. They help your teeth.
Yeah.
Sponsored by bacon strip.
No.
Sorry.
Lucas and his team. What have you heard of them?
Oh yeah, I have heard a little about. They're the sort of they've got what's her name? Ava. She's been around for a really long time. She's like one of the like not original, I guess, because we've been around forever, but like she's been here for like it's over a century. She's on their team. She's
How
really
big
cool.
is their team?
They're 4 people, yeah.
So Lucas, Ava, Charlotte, and who's the fourth?
You know, their leader, Elijah.
I thought
Ava, Sophia, Charlotte, Elijah, and Lucas.
Yeah, dumb.
Wait, say those again.
Wait, 5?
Lucas,
One,
Ava,
two,
Sophia,
Sophia's
Charlotte.
not. Sophia was a mistake on my end.
five.
Dumb.
Dumb.
well then. Goodbye, Sophia.
I do not know that.
It's 4 people.
Name them.
It's okay, Troy can't do math anyways. It doesn't matter. Elijah's team.
He's so cool. But he's like really humble about it, you know. I've seen him walking around and he's just kind of like says hi to everyone, but like he like he's better than you are, but then like he doesn't act like he's better than you are.
That's a cool guy, actually. Fair enough. And they've been doing pretty well at their artifact reclaiming. What's the word on the street on how things are going for them?
Well, you guys took over, right? They've been doing damage control in Korea fighting that dragon thing.
Yeah.
They got a few of them before they started fighting the dragon, right?
What do you mean?
A few
The
of
artifacts? Yeah, I think so. They got the cloak one,
Right.
and they got
Something like love one, right?
yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
And then they got the sword too.
Sword. I don't remember the
What
sword one.
Well, you guys got the other part of that one, right?
Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah, we had to do the hard part. They got the
Just had so many adventures.
Yeah, I know.
Just can't remember them
Right.
all, you know. Hurts
Right.
my
Why
brain.
are you asking? You guys gonna merge teams? That would be like the mega team. Oh my gosh.
Great idea. And yeah,
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go tell everyone.
Okay.
That'd be pretty cool.
You do that. Anyways, library that way. Remember my instructions.
Except Troy has no idea where the library is, so you just said
I
him.
made it up.
100%.
Wait, can I have your autograph
We're all
then?
learning.
I gotta go. You take care of this.
What do you suppose I write with?
Oh, I've got a book and a quote here.
Sure.
Do you know how to write your name?
Is
I
it-
know how to write my
Trevor.
name. Actually, I started.
R is
I like
backwards.
scribble nice. Yeah, there you go.
Wow, this
Your
is great.
R is just like cursive, like a bump.
This is gonna be worth so much money. And he turns and runs away.
They're worth more than when they're dead.
Productive. Anyhow,
So, I guess, yeah,
he's a cool guy.
he's a pretty cool guy.
Maybe we want to be friends with Elijah.
Super cool guy.
Okay.
While we're doing this, I kind of want to find like a secluded area that not like shady, secluded, but secluded where I want to try to open this box that's impossible to open
Okay.
without exploding a bajillion people. when I
Okay,
try
you
to do
can
this.
you can go find an unoccupied corner
Yeah.
and make that
I'm gonna
sleight of
do it with
hand
my
check.
mage hand though.
Okay, sleight of hand.
All right, and I'm gonna
Uh,
be 30 feet away when I try to do.
Ladies,
this.
are you coming back? What are you doing?
I will also like to stop at Saloon's temple or
Okay.
at her altar, and I take out a small amethyst gem that's purple, and I get down and kind of just have a quiet moment, and then I leave the amethyst gem at her temple for her.
Okay. Cool.
During that time, she probably hears a giant explosion.
You do your prayers.
Magnus.
Roll the 3.
Everyone looks over.
I'm looking around like, what was that?
You're looking the wrong way. Away from the explosion.
exactly.
Dog Baron thought it was fireworks and hid under something.
Oh yeah.
You have to stay a dog in case you have to burn another precious spell slot.
I know.
I'll pick
Oh
the box
yeah, we
back
don't
up.
regain our long rest spell slots for it takes like a week now, remember?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't long rest?
No.
Oh shoot. Okay.
You'll
No, our long rest is now not it's very long. It's
Your long,
extra
because
long
of the
rest.
lethargy. Remember, this was the whole thing with your vision.
That's right.
The long rests now take a week, and short rests take 8 hours.
Jesus.
So be careful with your spell slots.
Yeah, dog baron.
I pick
Just
Careful.
popping my 4th levels.
I pick up the box back.
It's hot. It just exploded into poison gas. To, like,
I
wait for
let
it
the
to-
poison gas go away.
Yeah.
Then I pick up the
Yeah.
box.
That's right. Okay. You guys gonna go ahead and reunite?
Sorry, what?
Are we reuniting, or are we doing other activities?
I'm fine reuniting. I don't
Yeah,
got
we-
nothing
Bark.
to do. I'm
That
poor.
was pretty good.
But I'm gonna be one balloon richer soon.
Did you want to try and find one of the administrative assistants, or are you just gonna?
Oh, he knows what
Are
color.
you happy with that information?
I trust him.
You can always ask
I'm
Miranda.
gonna ask Miranda when we see her next.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like search her out right now, but yeah.
I mean, you'll probably run into her in the hall. She's all over the place.
Yeah. Well, she's literally escorting us to our meeting with him, so I'll probably just.
She's supposed to come notify you. Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
ask her then.
Actually, you'll see her in the hall before then, so you can ask her earlier. So she has time to go get the record for you.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Troy, you need something?
Oh, hey, Miranda. Fancy seeing you here. Do you have records on the Reclaimer teams? I'm curious about the other Reclaimer team on right now and what they've been up to.
Yeah, I know some stuff, but I can get you the official report if you'd want that.
That would be great.
Okay, I'll go get that and I'll bring it to your room.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Thank
see you soon. And she trots off. You guys can go back to your quarters and wait for that. Shortly after, she returns, knocks on the door, and then lets herself in. Oh, hi, everyone. I thought it was just Troy.
Hello.
Sorry.
Do you just want this?
No, we're
Anything
We're
you have
a
to say to
team.
him, you can tell the group.
Great. Well,
secrets don't make friends.
Troy had asked for some information on Silver Lining, which is the other Reclaimer team. You guys are
Silver lining.
Dang.
Why aren't we the Silver Six?
I mean, I think we have been at one point, right? Maybe.
I mean, because Gold 6 doesn't work very well, because we are in first.
I mean, I have you down here as the Sultry 5.
Supreme. 6.
well,
Wait.
Say 5.
Are you okay?
I'm good. 5. 5? Why are we 5?
Well, I mean, you have 5 registered members, and then you just kind of.
Yeah, but we always take one other
We
person.
always have 6. We do not leave here
I know,
without
but there's
6.
not a registered
Well,
6th member.
Literally, my
Well,
brother is.
what about the
warden.
dog? The dog is the
It's
6th.
called 5 and then the alt. Our alternate.
I can update it to 6 if you wanted. Just
Yes,
people will be
please, this
confused
is-
because you have 5
No,
officials.
you can just write in 6.
No, here's what we do.
Alternate.
Sultry 6 winky face.
But
How do
literally,
you pronounce
Sultry 6 minus 1.
no, the 6th is an alternate. It could be Kai, it could be Teppy, it could be Callie. It's the alternate.
Yeah.
It's a flex spot.
just
Yeah.
Ah, flex position.
It's a
Yeah.
pitch hitter, if you will.
Yeah.
I'll just
Very flexible.
I'll update
It's
that
important.
for you guys. All right. Anyways,
It doesn't flow.
Wait, I'm sorry.
If their name is Silver
What?
Lining, we need it to flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, what was the
Five,
situation?
dear Lord.
It made me choke.
Wait, of the 5?
like
Yeah, it was
it's only
maybe
5. Yeah, there's
Okay.
only 5 of you.
You
Okay.
can call yourself 6 this whole time, right?
I don't think we've ever called
never
ourselves
been
anything
to
5.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, I think
There's a lot
I feel like we could have this
I think the
conversation for like
records
2
department
hours.
just saw you had 5 members and thought it was like an error.
Clearly, this is very important.
But I like the winky face. So when you say it, you just have to wink too. That's how you pronounce it.
Sultry
It's-
six.
It's part of the
Six.
pronunciation.
Sultry
It's like a
6.
colloquial thing.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
That is our.
I mean, I don't think I
add
could-
that correction too, please.
I don't think I could fit all that in the title.
So the
slot.
colloquial.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Haven't you ever learned to count? What even is 5?
After 6.
Anywho, the silver lining.
Yeah.
She's like running away now.
Yeah, it's like backing
Really
up a little
good.
bit.
How did they get such a good name?
Shit.
They're in second place anyway.
Well, anyways. So, do you want just like their track history, their members?
Anything you have, I just.
A little background on the members would be cool too.
Sure. Elijah is their leader. He's been with the Wardens about 15 years, so got quite a good track record. He sort of specializes in strategy, and that's why he's been assigned to a lot of damage control scenarios, because he's just a good high-level tactician. Second in command is Ava. She's been with the Wardens for over 100 years. She's an elf, obviously. Really quiet girl. She had actually had a mentee, but I don't have a record of what happened to him.
Have we met her yet?
Ava?
Yeah.
No.
No. A light elf?
Oh no, she's a dark elf.
She's dark elf.
Edgy.
Edgy.
I couldn't
Edgy.
find
You can
the.
assume that.
I actually wanted her to be a wood elf, but I couldn't find like a picture that I thought captured who she
Was edgy enough.
Yeah.
And then
There can only be one.
their second newest member is Charlotte. She joined when she was 17, actually.
I'm still younger. I'm more
Are
impressive.
you the
don't worry.
youngest warden ever?
I don't know.
We need to find out.
I can check the records later.
Yeah, I want to know. This is now a thing. So,
Charlotte
prodigy.
is a bit of a loose. She's got a lot of complaints in here.
I'm sorry, which one is this?
Charlotte.
oh, I like her already.
Bit of
17.
a loose.
No,
she
she joined
was.
when she was
Oh.
17.
I joined the Wardens specifically. Yeah, she's got. I have never seen so many complaints. Okay.
Wait,
More
from
than
her or about her?
About her.
Okay.
How long has she
She's
been
a
with
whiny
the Wardens?
warden.
About 20 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then their newest member is actually Charlotte's little brother, Lucas.
Oh.
The widow guy.
He only joined about 12 years ago. And I mean, everyone likes him. He's got nothing but glowing reviews here. And together the four of them have. So Elijah founded the team about 15 years ago, and the whole group has been together about 12 years. So they have quite a history here. Ava's been with us much longer. Let's see. As for their missions, they retrieved the first artifact that we had in our control other than the original collection of the circlet prior to its loss. They retrieved that one. It's called Passion's Embrace. It's like a cloak, and that has domain over air. They also retrieved the companion piece to the gem that you guys got in the Underdark to complete Blood's Bane, and they had to go to a different part of the Underdark for that, which led them to an abandoned city with corrupted dwarves. So that was
such a cool quest that we missed out on.
that was a fun report to read. Let's see the other recent events. They hunted down all the werewolves following your activities in the prison when all the werewolves
I
escaped.
hate when that happens.
Well,
First of all, they
I
didn't
mean-
all escape.
Well,
did
a lot
we
of
kill any? I don't know if we did.
Yeah, we
Did we?
We
Yes.
exploded them
Like
in the
3.
church.
Yes, we did.
Oh. You
Remember?
This was a long time
I made a
ago.
big boom.
We killed the main werewolf.
yeah.
No, we
So
The important one, you
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
I mean,
they
fireball.
handled the cleanup for that. Way back when there were all those like weird wild magic things going on in Sethos. You guys were over there in that time, but I don't have a record of what happened.
What time is that?
That was the Salamancer time.
Oh, okay.
So they had helped with the damage control there, and they also settled a feud between a few of the college fraternities,
What happened to Salad?
which was a quest that you guys also rejected.
He drifted away in a fit of magic.
right.
And then he
Gave us
had the
the
little
No, you guys-
scale feather
You guys
thing.
have him right now.
Oh, we still
I
have
thought
him?
he drifted away.
No, he's back
we
in
got
my
the
bag
feather.
when we came back from Dreamland.
Yeah.
You hear from Arabia's Sasha. Hey guys, what's up? You don't really talk to them that much.
What was that?
It's a
Wait,
Nothing.
hello, who's there?
Don't worry about it.
We got a
Who's-
pocket
is Dory-
skull.
do you guys
a
hear
pocket
something?
I'm the
salamander.
Salamander. Made magic.
Who's saying that?
I'm like,
Don't worry about
close. Nobody?
All right, you're
Does the little bottle kind of like start to like float out by itself?
I'm like leaning on the bag.
She's like
Are you
floating up in
okay?
the air, holding it down.
Good.
Everything's fine.
Let's see.
Power
Oh, the
magic.
raw dragon in Keld. Back then they killed that.
Jesus, they're just cleaning up our mess.
First of all,
Jeez.
they didn't
Or are they also taking the credit for everything too?
kill the Deb Earl.
Well,
we had to
we
take that one.
left because we couldn't kill the rot dragon because we suck.
Yeah, but we killed the Deb Earl dragon.
Yeah.
I still have shards of it. Look.
Jiggle, jiggle.
A
Little
couple other
shards.
things. When you guys had gone to handle Atlas with the Deva, they were part of the defense team for the village nearby.
How'd
Oh.
that go?
It went well, actually.
How have we not run into them at all before?
It's really curious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mostly because you guys spend no time socializing here or learning about other wardens.
We got stuff to do.
Okay.
Important stuff
right
to do.
now?
The world is ending.
What else?
We
They,
are mission
um,
focused.
They guarded the Pawn of Opulence as it was delivered back to Sethos.
My gosh, they do all the important stuff that we
The
don't.
We
Ooh,
just find it and we divvy it off to like the B team.
Yeah.
That's what we do. They
Yeah.
send it. They send in the seals.
Yeah.
Then they let.
We storm the beach and then clean up
Army
crew.
cleans
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
they had gone to Orzammar to help prevent a civil war among the dwarves.
That's important.
Well.
Yeah, I heard it's still not going really well though.
Yeah, so according to the report, they
Periods suck.
did help circumvent an actual civil war, but the dwarves are very attached to their traditions and there's still some tension there.
So they failed that one.
Um,
Did they get drunk in Kenku Island though and discover
they-
that?
Actually, they were on the second train following us.
they actually had peace talks and everything's fine there now.
Yeah.
But
They just want to
actually,
set everything straight.
they helped many of the dwarf refugees escape, which was good.
Okay, I was gonna lose it if you said they went to Kenku Island.
No.
Actually.
And then, most recently, up until their new assignment, they were leading the defense of Korea against the dragon plague thing.
God, they're
How'd that
so
go?
cool.
I mean, not as good as it could have gone, I guess. How do you fight an endless army?
Endlessly, I guess.
Gosh.
So the city still stands. That's good. And now they are back on reclamation.
And you said they have a new assignment now, right?
They are charged with. Let's see here. You guys have reported that the artifact was taken by Lolth. So they
Yes.
are going to go after that.
Okay.
They're also going
They're
to
just
try
gonna
well,
go-
They're well versed on who Lolth is, though. I'm assuming, right?
I mean, we need the artifact. Someone has to go.
Yeah, that sounds like a great job for them. I think they'll do very well.
And they're also hopefully on a rescue mission for Dr. Tolgadell, who you have reported also was taken by Wolf. So
yes, she was.
Yes, she was.
So that is their current assignment.
I missed it. You said one was a dark elf, but the rest of them humans?
Lucas and Charlotte are humans, and Elijah is a tiefling.
Tiefling.
Oh,
it.
tiefling.
First of all, Elijah is the leader cool guy who's better than you.
Says the notes.
Says the notes.
Is there anything else I can help you guys with, or?
No, if you could just find out who the youngest warden ever to join was and how old they were, that would be really
It's
helpful.
very important.
Okay,
to
I'll
us
go look
because
that
we're
up.
a bit deflated at this point. So.
We
We need to win here.
Yeah, we need to win.
Yeah.
We need to win.
It really
have
helps
the youngest
our,
cat
these
ever.
little things really help our group morale when we go back out.
We need another notch in our belt.
We're kind of the sad six right now.
All right, I'll
When,
go.
when are they supposed to head out? Sorry to interrupt.
They're heading out in a week.
In a week.
They're trying to gather intel right now, so I mean, if you guys have any information for them, I'm sure they would appreciate that.
I think everything we had was in our
Yeah, I
report.
think we're probably going to meet up with them at some point, so. We'll talk
Okay.
with them.
Okay.
We actually met in the bar last night, so.
I heard about that. Are you okay?
Why would I
How
not?
dare you?
Why would I not be
I
okay?
heard you kick someone through a floor.
Oh, well, he's fine. I saw him this morning. He's just a little scared. That's all.
Well,
I'm not a monster.
just so you know, if you ever need help, we do have programs.
Programs for what? How many?
12
Where are we
steps.
Where are we walking to?
I can't count to 12, but I know.
If it, I mean, don't get her mad. So to make it better, just bow to her, and it'll be fine.
He's joking.
Bow to your sensei.
Thank you so much, Miranda. We really appreciate all your help today.
All right. Well, let me know if you guys need anything else. I'm gonna go then.
Okay.
All right. So she just like awkwardly backs out of the room.
We all just stare at her. She goes,
No one's saying anything.
As soon as the door closes, I take the salamander.
And I go, hi, somebody was talking about me. I could feel it. I just started licking the glass.
I blow him kisses. And
He blows your kisses back.
and then I put it back in my bag.
maybe there's a reason the other team's doing so well.
Yeah.
We're kind of giving them a lot of, like,
Or just window lickers just hanging out and stuff.
literal.
For the record, I have rolled throughout the campaign. I've been keeping track of their like success rate, and I've rolled like every time for like several rolls for how they're doing on each mission, and this is like the culmination
And
of what they're
apparently it's
Wow.
awesome.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, obviously.
They also have a lot more experience than you, so they get like positive modifiers
Right.
to it.
And we're the go team?
get the dumb
God,
dumb
put them in.
modifier.
Yeah, we're going to
Kinda-
sit this one out, guys. Let's just
So
go.
kind of on that point, we should probably discuss if they're really going after Lolth.
Yeah, I feel a little bit guilty about that. I
kinda wanna
do.
go with them.
And I mean, they're gonna die.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I
They're
mean,
gonna
as much as
die.
I want to be number one, and I do,
Well, we can't just tell them the truth.
I understand, but we can't just let him go die.
Yeah. we
Yeah,
can't let
I
them
would
die.
feel real bad about
are
sending them
you?
on a
We're working.
on
Don't
a
worry,
wild
it's done.
turkey chase. Don't worry, I have
That's
fighter
some
town.
reason.
Reason behind my madness. Yeah.
Plus, if they die, then they can't go get the rest of the
who's gonna
artifacts, and
clean
we
up
gotta
the
go
mess?
get it all.
Yeah.
Who's gonna,
And then we have to do the dirty work.
yeah, who's going to fix our messes?
Of course.
They do fix a lot of our messes. I feel kind of bad about how much mess we end up
There it
leaving
is.
every. Well, I mean,
Did we get the job done?
we
try
did
our
destroy
hardest
a civilization
on
once.
accident.
Did we get the job done? Though?
Spilt milk.
Technically, the one that we were sent there for, yes.
Yes.
Everything else,
Perfect.
no.
Well, that's the
Eye on the
minutia. All right.
Semantics.
So I didn't work out all the minutia of the problems. All right. So
Saving
we got
the world has its,
right.
you know,
So
collateral
some people
damage.
die, everybody else lives, or everybody dies and we fail.
That sounds like
Right.
Yeah.
So
being,
It wouldn't have anything to do with that. You probably need these wardens to help you overthrow your uncle so that you can be the top raven.
fuck is a raven?
What even is a
First-
raven, Barry?
First of all, you don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Second of all, who let this dog in the room? That's what I want to know.
Bark, 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 bark.
There's a knock at the door.
I go put a bow in Barry's hair.
Who's there?
Bark, bark.
Wait, stop barking. He goes crazy with the knock on the door.
Sorry. Dog
Just the mailman. It's just the mailman.
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
You know, it's ironic you say that. I actually do have a message for all of you.
Oh, hello.
You pull open
It
the
is the
door.
mailman.
It's a different administrative assistant. They all kind of wear the same uniform. Hi, Lewis here. I have a message for you from Silver Lining.
Oh no.
They need to delay the meeting.
I hate their freaking cool name.
Cool.
And I take
Wait, so you read our letter?
No, they just told me what it's about. I'm their like liaison person.
they get a liaison.
You guys have and you had Harvey until he is trapped in Burma.
Until we abandoned him.
We left him to the nether
That's her
realm.
title too. Anyways,
Oh,
I think they just need to delay their meeting until tomorrow. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are they
Do they say
Are
why?
they doing something heroic and epic tonight?
No, they're just having a bit of a disagreement and they need to resolve that first.
They have
Oh, see that?
disagreements
You're
too.
human. I mean,
Peasants.
it's a whole
Peasants.
argument.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Anything we could help with?
no, I think it's just some internal stuff.
Oh, so you don't
We
have like
tried.
a written message, it's just like a verbal.
It's just like, well, he hands you like an apology note from Elijah. It just says like, we have to delay.
So
we have to
formal.
advance."
The writing is so good.
What is it? What is
They're
the note?
spelling.
Is the
I
note
can
titled? Is the note titled? And it is very important. What does the title say?
Like, who is it
Like
addressed
who is
to?
it addressed to? This is very important.
It says the sultry 5.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
They did that on purpose. They did
I
that
take
on
the letter.
purpose.
Thank you.
We're just like lamenting.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to?
I slowly reach my head forward and I eat the letter.
I can't. And I turn around, I look at all these guys, and I go, "You see what we got to put up with?" And I slam the door on this guy.
All right, have a nice day. Turns around and leaves.
They have a liaison.
To Silver
Quickly,
Lining.
liaison.
Tell the sliver lining we say okay.
The slip.
Okay.
Aw. Where's Noah?
I feel so bad.
We need somebody to
about
beat
it.
up.
You know what? I can go. You know what? Let's go shopping. I would like to go to the.
Shopping.
We have money.
We need to go to the clothing
And our
store.
name
Like the
sucks.
casual clothing store.
You want to go visit that guy again?
You want to? Do you want to
Oh,
go
God.
visit?
Well, I would like to. I look at the clothes of the group, and who is the worst dressed of the group?
Well, fair enough.
Everyone looks over at Troy.
Look
Said I
at
could-
his, look
Yeah.
at his new cloak.
But my new cloak is quite fancy.
So, and
You know,
the rest of
I-
us, the rest
need
of them
clothes.
are like decent, right? It's just
Hey, Eric,
Troy.
you can do
I mean,
whatever
she
you
barely
want
wears
with this cloak,
anything.
except for the pattern on the stitching.
Well, since we're going to my homeland, let's go shopping and get you some new clothes.
What's wrong with our current clothes?
Let's go shopping.
I bet the silver lining's clothes are nice.
I bet it's silver.
Doesn't
I-
smell.
I think we need a
I
group.
bet they have
pick
like
me up.
I bet they have like black and then like silver emblems and shit.
Oh,
And
it's probably so cool.
probably all of the
We
I
should
hate
all
get
of their linings are
Do we need
probably
team
silver.
colors?
I-
Yeah.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
wearing a jersey.
You are jersey.
It's a literal basketball jersey.
Yes. It needs to be jerseys that we can just rip off real quick.
Oh, the
It's like the pants. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like that.
Little snaps.
Basketball. Yes.
You guys
We're
are gonna
trying to
have
keep
terrible
up with the
uniforms.
silver lining, right?
our
With this
entire
coolness.
goal.
First of all, we're like
No.
the Slayer 6. We need a cool name now. Sultry doesn't work anymore. They're the silver lining, and we come up with the Sultry 6?
Or do we stick with 5 and come up with some cool?
And we can't freaking count.
No, we are 6.
My brother's literally a warden.
Furious 5.
Yeah, but he's been off on a satellite mission.
Yeah, he's a little busy, I know.
Yeah.
He's been doing your backstory while you're busy.
Eating
Our
burritos.
messes.
He could
is what
probably-
he-
All those burritos.
Yeah.
No, he's not a
Nice-
burrito
nice
guy. He's a
cloak.
tostada
I need to
guy.
get some clothes.
Okay, so all of you, I guess, head down to the shopping district. If you're not going to like the high-end fashion store, you can like there are like just
Space
clothing
Jams,
stores.
yeah.
Are we getting like Michael Kors purses?
There's like Old Navy and then there's Gucci. Which one are we going to?
There's
Oh,
no, there's a middleman.
Is there like thrift store? Because
No.
that's what I can afford right now.
No.
So
You that, what's that song?
Is there a Goodwill anywhere?
There's the
Ye
trash
Goodwill.
I might be shopping there. I don't know if I can afford that.
can. There's like a middle of the line shop you can
We go
to.
there.
Okay. You spend some time looking around, grabbing some nice things.
Yes, I do. I
mean,
like pick out like a nice shirt and pants, and then a nice, some nice clothes. Maybe like
Poofers dives into a clothing rack.
Never to be seen again.
Comes out with the frog hat back on.
You're just gonna let me sit in there? Or you gonna look for me?
It's like a ball pit.
Poofers, come with
Am I
these
still?
shoes.
Am I still a dog?
Well, we-
I'm still a
There's no
dog.
answer.
Okay.
Unless you want to be a dog.
I started
It's only
digging
an
in the
hour.
clothing rack looking for
Yeah,
her.
that's-
She's
Probably.
gone. I'm gone.
Okay.
Where'd Poofers go?
I put them in the clothes and see how they look to see.
Well, how are you dressing them?
First of all, are we being dressed?
Yes.
Why are you looking at me? I
Are
don't
we
know.
just letting this happen?
Yes.
I don't think we have any.
You guys are saying this right now, and she's just like
I-
holding up clothes.
Turn me into a dog.
Get me out of here.
Baron's still a dog. He doesn't want to waste those
like,
spell
look,
slots.
look,
for
No,
I
it only lasts an
know,
hour.
if-
I'm done.
Before I heard about the long rest, we could have made us both invisible, and we didn't have to do any of this.
What's that movie where like they take the glasses off and she's instantly pretty or whatever? Like I feel like that's Troy, right?
Oh, that's Hot Tub Time Machine. They do that.
Is that?
Oh yeah.
You're talking about
I'm gonna look dash.
The beer goggles.
A she's all that makeover, basically.
I
Yeah,
had just
like
envisioned
eight
him
ghosts
coming
or
out
what is
looking
that
like a
noise?
lumberjack. Like I can't picture him in anything else.
What?
He is wearing some nice brown pants and a white shirt that's kind of like unbuttoned right here. And it's nice.
I didn't know they make
It's
those from that.
tasteful.
You can,
It's
you can-
tasteful.
Yeah, you can see like
With his
the definition
cloak?
of my upper pegs.
Yeah.
He's got these like long sleeves and he's like, I can't.
So I roll them up for him, like over here. So it like looks nice.
Oh.
They get a little tight.
You like you pull your arm back, you like hear the seams. You're like, oh.
And then I pick out a nice like black shirt and pants ensemble for Magnus.
A pink onesie.
Black on black?
Black on black.
Okay, if they're just standard clothes that only cost
Yeah.
a few gold, you don't.
No, like I mean, I'm like willing to spend to dress the group like 500 gold.
Whoa.
Like that nice.
Oh, then you're going to the high end.
Whoa.
Okay.
Because if you're like dressing them for like your homeland, then you can spend like 400 gold dressing
Yeah,
them. Okay,
that's-
that's what you do then. What are you
Right.
dressing Buren in?
Is he a dog still?
No, he's a beast.
I already
Dog
asked that.
collar?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
I let Buren like peruse and
What do you dress yourself in?
Well,
And everybody's like, you have to look the Sunday best.
I've
Go
had the
home.
same outfit since I was in the forest, and I've just tried to keep it clean. And it's been cleaned a bunch of times by Aravir over the however long.
Oh yeah, thaumaturgy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prestidigitation.
Thaumaturgy.
Prestidigitation,
Yeah.
that too.
Boisterous clothes.
So loud.
I'm gonna get a new version of my clothes.
Just these things.
But I mean, you know, my I don't know.
The stitching might be a little bit
Now we-
Yeah,
nicer.
the stitching's nicer. You know, maybe
An
the color's
upgraded
more.
version.
Yeah, it's an
Upgraded
upgraded version.
version.
Yeah. Because you know, I'm also 8 feet tall, and there's only so many things I can wear.
He's a
So
blue cow.
you know, it's a big tunic. Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah, I'm a big old cow.
Okay. So you guys spend the afternoon night shopping. When you're finished, a few hours later, Poofers is still nowhere to be found. But it's. I mean, you have the rest of the afternoon if there's anything else. You'd
I would
do,
like to
or you
see if
go
I can
relax.
find some like really nice, like something that poofers would like in this store,
Shiny.
but that's shiny.
Oh God, you're just being like reflective. Like,
No, like maybe I don't have it. Like
I'm gonna find a loose thread.
You should just get her like a little dress, but like it's made for like a doll or something because she's just small.
Little yellow.
Can
I don't know if Poofers would wear a
can
dress.
I know, but this is Aravir shopping for you.
that
And
that
we're going to
What
Fantasy
about, like,
Island.
I already have a nice cloak and hat.
boots. I would like to get her some. She doesn't wear boots.
you know that the
No, no,
big
she
pile
kinda-
of
she-
clothes and stuff that she
Pooper's
jumped
all of
in?
a sudden perked up at the idea of boots.
I'm not there.
The big pile of clothes and everything that she jumped in. Can I use mold earth and like pop all the clothes out? Like, cause I can evacuate. It says like you can evacuate earth Can I back door
Would go
close?
clothing
I
or
don't know. Make it funny.
you can like break the floorboards and shoot them up.
I don't want to break the floorboards. I just wanted to pop clothes.
Magnus, you've changed.
We're not.
You can use thaumaturgy to do that.
Oh,
I
I'm
would
use
think.
thaumaturgy to do that then.
Okay, there's a loud crack and all of the clothes in the pile go flying, and everyone in the store looks over.
Okay. Is she in there?
No,
Where did Lucas
Oh.
go?
it's been like a while now.
I would maybe a scarf. Let's look for a
Somebody
scarf.
should really clean this up.
Okay,
Like
what
a nice
color
place.
scarf?
A rainbow scarf.
That's a tall order, but sure.
It's a lot of different thread dyes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, it's 400. Of the 400 gold, hers was like 150.
It's worth it.
Okay.
Oh.
I get on the warden comm and trying to call Poopers. Poopers, where'd you go? You hear
There's
me?
no answer.
She's dead.
I'm dead.
Apparently.
I have
Wow.
died.
Well,
I'm rolling. I'm
Amy
returning
got
today.
Now we are the 5.
So now we're.
The Fantastic Five.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So you guys want to do anything else this afternoon after you go shopping, or you just
Yeah,
gonna go
look
back and
for
chill?
Poopers.
She's nowhere to be found in the city.
Hmm.
I guess we'll just go eat.
Can I?
Eat. Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah.
About that. I was like,
Tavern.
you know what? Why don't we go eat?
This feels intentional,
Let's go sit down in a nice restaurant.
right? This feels intentional.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys go eat, you relax a bit, talk a bit, and then head off to bed.
Can I? While we're walking around, can I kind of have like locate object radar on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like 500 feet, right?
1,000, if I remember correctly.
What time is it?
Not late enough. Okay. With 1,000 feet, you don't detect her at all.
Hmm. Where the hell
However,
are you?
everyone's gone to sleep. Poofer, as you sneak back into the room, and outside your door, there is a little scroll with some pink glitter on it.
Ugh.
Yay.
Hmm.
Okay. I was in a very frantic mood, but now I pick up the little glitter skull and I feel a little bit better. What's in it?
So I wrote this before we made this joke, but it says the presence of the sultry 5 is requested at the holy site. And then another word appears on it immediately.
Oh shit. God, I've got so much to do. And I just bang on there. It's like, guys, really important stuff happening right now.
So
Let's
you
go.
are all woken from your sleep partially.
What?
Good time for a break.
Where the hell have you
Cliffhanger.
been?
It doesn't really matter. We got stuff to do. Come on.
And I go, I have a present for you.
Oh, I take the present and I just start like walking down the hallway, expecting you guys to follow
I just
me.
follow after her because I want to
All
watch
right,
her
I'll
open the
follow.
present.
What time is it?
It's like 11:30 at night.
Okay.
And we'll find out what happens after the break.
Cliffhanger. All right, we'll be back shortly.
Dun, dun, dun.
Welcome back. We had a disagreement to talk about an internal conflict, so now it's resolved, and that's why we had to delay. Okay. Anyways, make sure I'm all prepped on music. Okay.
Oh, there's music prep? What's about to happen?
So, Poofers, you take everyone down to where?
We are going to the Shrine of Doppio.
You all arrive at the Shrine of Doppio. The town's dead. It's past midnight at this point.
What happened to them?
Everyone's gone. Everybody's dead. No, the streets are very quiet. It's dark out. Very peaceful, actually. Nice warm night. And you see Doppio Shrine. Poofers is taking you to. It's got a paper clip shaped into a heart.
I have no idea who made
and
this shrine.
and it's got a pink candle on it also.
Is my letter gone?
Your letter is still there. So those 3 things are on there.
And it's got a pink handle, you said?
Yeah, candle. It's
A candle.
unlit.
unlit.
What are we doing out here?
I don't really know, and I take out a match and I light it, and I light the candle.
Okay. You light the candle.
It's a trap.
Get the hat.
I kind of stand behind Troy. Like,
That's upstairs. I didn't know.
So, you light the candle, and a few moments later, there's an explosion, pink cloud right behind the shrine, and you hear it. And then the dust starts to clear.
You'll hear you just turn around.
It's too late for this.
Whoever's at the desk,
Hey,
like,
Doppio.
All right, so the dust clears, and actually Nora is standing there, and she looks pretty done. And she's like, all right.
Oh, no,
And
it's
she
something
pulls
worse.
out a book, and she's like, wait, 1 second.
Why is the Xbox playing?
1 second.
No, this is the end music. Like the
This
bad
is his
music.
companion. Anyways. Right, okay, so in recognition of thy devout service to the divine Lord of atonement, restitution, and redemption, who blesses his exalted disciples with the glory of his presence and recognizance, who requites the miserable peons that grovel beneath the majesty of his name with the salvation of his... 1 second. We will grovel! It's just gotta be... Oh my gosh, it just keeps going. Okay. Oh, sorry, it just keeps going. Okay, pathetic and powerless minions, beauty, grace, grandeur. Okay, here we go. Bask now in the triumphant splendor of his divine generosity as he bequeaths unto you a treasure unmatched by any craft or design of mortal, a prize which will alter the direction of thy very fate, which will be the deciding factor when thy destiny walks the last line of life and death. You know what? It just keeps going.
And I get poofers. And I give you a little pink vial. I'm like,
All right. And blah blah blah. Okay.
take it and I put it in my cloak.
Life changing, amazing, blessed.
No.
All right. Oh God. You've got to be kidding me.
I hit Magnus.
You've got to
I-
be kidding me. And
I-
she stops and shuts the book and crosses her arms, and a ethereal
Damn it.
Drum roll.
goes, and then she's like, "Don't do this!" And little pink confetti erupts from the shrine.
I have drank a pink potion.
I slid her a pink potion. She drank that.
The paint.
No, it's a pink. It's a pink
Pooper feels
potion.
great.
It alters her speech, so it's super cutesy speech now.
Ooh, woo.
Super cutesy.
Okay, so the confetti starts to it rain down and the air starts to clear, and you still see Nora before you, but standing there as she's crossing her arms and has an annoyed look on her face. A little like pink pillow has appeared on the ground before you, and on top of that is a little brooch that looks like a pink frog. And as that confetti is flying off, just music starts to play that you guys can all hear.
This is like the Iron Man.
And she's like, just pick it up. Like, I can't believe you did this.
I go pick it up. I go, oh, it's so cute, Wunya. And I pick it up.
Someone else take it.
What is this?
um,
And I grab it from her.
okay, this is going to take a bit of explaining. But the moment you touch that, you feel a resonance to Nora. This gift is Nora as a companion.
Wow.
Given Doppio
pillow.
does not... It's a brooch.
A brooch.
That was on a pillow.
Oh,
given that Doppio does not need her. So I will send you the details of this later so you can read it over. Mechanically, Nora is a combat-only companion. She's an offensive companion, so she won't really be doing a lot of RP. Technically, she can be summoned out of combat, technically, but as she's also technically a ghost, no other mortals can see or hear her, and she can't interact with objects unless Doppio is nearby. Also, if Doppio wants her, she gets pulled away. So, here's how she works in combat. Whoever holds the brooch can attempt to summon her with a bonus action. She takes a form from her arsenal, which the user gets to choose, and she may only be used once per round, and must be used by a different person each round. You can't consecutively do it. You have to pass her around.
Interesting.
The person that summons her can do the action.
So you summon her, use her as an action, and transfer ownership.
And you said only defensive.
Offensive.
Oh, okay. Offensive.
So she's an offensive
DPS.
She's
Go.
an offensive
DPS.
companion. So transferring ownership is a free action, and it must be done after she's used. So if you don't use her, she's gonna desummon. And you have to
Using her
resummon it.
replaces our own action, though.
It replaces an attack.
It replaces an
One
attack.
attack.
Okay.
So if you have multi-attack, you replace one of your attacks.
Oh, okay.
What's multi-attack?
So
Like we
all
hit
you
twice.
all you have to do to transfer ownership is call out the name of the person you want to give her to, and she will automatically be transferred. You don't need to pass the brooch. Only the person who has the brooch can summon her, but you can transfer ownership by saying her name.
Now,
Like,
can we
she-
have her and another NPC?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So if she's already been used in a round and is transferred to someone else in the same round, then she's going to wait with that person until she's used or transferred again.
Okay.
You don't have to use her to transfer her. So you can, like, let's say the ordering is just Magnus, Air Poofers. Magnus, you use her as an attack, transfer her to Poofers. Poofers can't use her this round. So Poofers, you either, when it gets to your turn, you can either say, give it back to Magnus, or you can keep her until your next turn and use her then, and then transfer her.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll need it explained when we actually
Okay.
use it, but yes.
If you have multi-attack, she's only used for one attack. But whatever form you choose to have her take, you're proficient with that, so you can add your proficiency bonus to the roll. Here are her forms. There are 6 of them. And I'll send this to you later. You don't need to write it down, unless you want to. Okay,
Keeps
the
writing.
first one is a katana, which is a dex weapon. It's versatile, so you can use it one-handed or two-handed. If you use it one-handed, it is 2d8 magical slashing plus your dex plus 2d6 radiant damage with melee range. If you use it two-handed, it's 2d10 plus 2d6 plus your dex.
That's a hard-hitting sword.
The second form is a great sword.
Great sword.
Two-handed strength weapon, 2d12 magical slashing plus strength plus 2d6 radiant damage with a range of 10 feet.
It has got the extended range? What?
The third form is a large shuriken, so like throwing star, which is dex and thrown, range of 30 feet, 2d8 magical slashing plus dex plus 2d6 radiant.
Cue Naruto.
Fourth form is a chain scythe, which is like two-handed little scythes that are connected by a chain. Two-handed dex, thrown of 25 feet or melee, 2d8 magical slashing plus dex plus 2d6. And if you use this, you can attempt to restrain a target, so if you throw one of the sides, it will like wrap around them. And this will result in your strength versus their dex or strength, because they can either break out of it or dodge it.
Oh my god.
And so they get like their first save to just avoid being restrained, and if they're restrained, they do it at the end of every turn. The fifth one is a smoke bomb. This is her only defensive form. You drop a smoke bomb where you are, which gives you a free disengage.
So I could attack and disengage.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
A free disengage and drops a 5-foot radius smoke bomb, which can also give you cover if you don't actually want to leave. So it gives you like a cover bonus.
That's cool.
The last form is a spell cannon. 100-foot range using charisma. And it requires the user to forfeit their movement to set up this cannon. When you fire it, it fires off a 100-foot bolt of radiant energy in a straight line 5 feet wide and 100 feet long, dealing 12d8 radiant damage.
What?
However, 2 conditions to this. The damage increases by 2d8 for every turn you hold and charge it. So if you spend
It's a Kamehameha wave.
Spirit bomb!
an additional turn holding the charge, it'll do 14d8 damage and so on. But it will likely draw attention as it is obviously a dangerous item. Things will come attack you and try and disrupt you. It can be like interrupted if you're attacked a lot.
I know what I want to use.
Troopers and I
And-
can cover air.
Once spell cannon is used, she's done she cannot be used again. So you want to save spell cannon to
It
the
is a
end.
spirit bomb.
Oh, like so we
Like-
can't turn her back into a sword.
No,
It's the end game nuke.
She
Got
is
it.
the that is her she can't be used in the encounter again.
It's the final form.
Yes.
Oh,
so
man, the
you
glass
can
cannon.
summon her out of combat to talk with her, but she can't affect the world, and she can only talk with you guys.
And no one can see it.
And Doppio doesn't need to be needing her at that moment.
And
So she will never be pulled away from you in combat, but she may be pulled away with you out of combat. Away from you out of combat.
does Doppio know what we tell her?
Maybe if she tells him.
Otherwise,
you can't know that.
Right. Okay.
So she's sitting there looking very irritated. Like this isn't in her job description. But that is the mechanics of Nora as a companion. You can only bring her or Tempest or Callie.
I go up to Nora and I go, Nora! And I give her a
What's wrong
hug.
with you? Get away from me.
Magnus, how long does this last?
Only 6 hours.
I am
Can I
very
just-
serious.
Can I dispel magic or something?
You get 6 hours of that.
Not on
Enjoy
this.
that.
It's too good.
Oh
No, you can do that.
my god.
Yes.
So
Welcome to the sultry 6. There's a lot less pink on the
So
side.
twisted.
So tweet.
so I
so
guess this is a thing now.
Noah.
Yeah.
Nora.
We're sorry this is kind of not your will, but we really appreciate your help.
No, I don't mind helping you. I just mind that he didn't ask my permission before you just
Do
sign
you
me
want
off like
to
a piece of
help
equipment.
us?
We're asking.
Not right now.
People joining the stream are gonna think that my character is worse than she already is.
So, what does the brooch look like?
It's a little pink frog.
Little pink frog.
Floki.
A little frog.
So yeah,
Floki,
as I
Loki.
said, like basically, if you have the brooch,
Right.
you summon her with a bonus
Okay.
action, use her as your one of your attacks or your whatever, and then transfer ownership.
Right.
And like I said, if you attack with her and then don't transfer ownership, you have to resummon her again, and only the person with the brooch can do that.
Got it.
So
It's
I'll
only
send.
one-
I
once
will
per
send.
round, not per person per round.
Correct.
Yeah, she can use once per round because she's strong.
Yeah.
I calculated her damage according to like how much another companion could do in the same turn. So like, she's on scale or better than them. Like
Okay.
she's an offensive powerhouse.
Oh my.
Can she refuse to do it?
Technically, but like it
Maybe
would
if
be
we
a-
do something really questionable.
Like
It would
for
be-
attacking Doppio or something? She could
like she
refuse
won't
it?
attack Doppio,
Right.
but like she technically can refuse to do something. It's just like not standard.
Right.
So like if you go attack an innocent person, she's not going to do that.
Right.
But if you are attacking a known enemy or someone who is clearly a threat, she's not going to stop.
That's the same as our regular party.
Sure.
Yeah.
Getting an argument at the bar. Give me the brooch.
Give me the frog.
I'll send you the page with all of these details later. But
Cool.
I just wanted to go over
This is
them.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's pretty damn cool.
All right. Well, I had something very important to tell you guys.
What? What do you tell us?
No, I'm not going to do it like
Come
this.
on.
No, it's too important.
All right, well, can I
sound like
go
Forrest
then?
Gump.
This is really like
I know
creeping me out. Kind
It's not my fault. I'm sorry.
She
Ooh, woo.
she drank a potion.
Is this like a regular thing you guys do?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, fine. Fine. Take this one.
What color is this?
This one's like a light brown.
No, I'm not winking
Darkish.
that.
Can I detect magic to determine what it is?
Yeah,
Whoa. What if it's not magical?
all potions are magical. Unless it's just like
dirt
paint.
water.
Yeah.
You won't.
Made you drink dirt water.
I don't know. I can't
What is it? Reveal yourself.
Did you-
Yeah, I detected magic.
All right. So you know that it's one of my doses of heroin.
Heroin's not magical.
That's what I said. You said it's not magical.
I said potions are magical.
Well, it was in my potion.
Well, that's just
vial.
heroin.
So then you don't know.
Poofus is not going to eat that.
You don't know.
I
No,
smack
she
it on
would
the
not.
ground.
Actually,
No, you don't.
I would know. How many times have you lifted out your heroin?
Many times.
It's true.
So many times.
First of all, I've only really lifted out the magenta one often, and we
Which
don't have
we
that one
used-
anymore.
That was good.
That was a good one. Yeah.
That was a good one.
I missed that one.
Okay,
You mean
well,
this one? I have another magenta one.
oh, look, she's wearing like a bracelet, and that starts to blink, and she's like,
Teldopio, thank you.
Thank you.
She can't take my letter.
"Oh,
can
also
she?
he's only doing this because you're keeping him alive." So there you go.
I love him.
Can she take the letter with her?
Can we summon him when we want him?
No,
What if we want to talk to him?
he's like, you have to tell me.
Can we talk to him?
No, he's has this idea. It like starts blinking faster.
I give her the letter. Thank you.
Okay, he's a god or whatever. Okay, and she
Damn.
blinks
great
out of
rep.
existence.
Goodbye.
Just saying, the Silver Six doesn't have a ghost serpent.
This was my 2 p.m. idea.
It's really cool.
It's
It's
good
really
idea.
cool.
You should
yeah.
have more 2 p.m. ideas.
This 2 p.m. idea is very helpful. So speaking of guys, we may have made a widow mistake.
Aw.
We're going to talk
Spell
about that in
magic.
the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna dispel magic.
How much did you spend on this potion?
So this was something I stole at some point. At
You can
some
dispel
point.
magic.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
All right,
thank.
fine.
Or you can just wait
Gosh.
until the morning to talk about this.
Well, that's up to you guys. How serious do you want to get tonight? Because it's kind of a serious topic.
It's kind of important.
Yeah.
You guys should go back to
Yeah,
your-
we should go back to our room now.
It's important.
We go back to our common room.
Okay.
So, I spent the evening talking to Cross, and it turns out that there might be a little bit of an ulterior, maybe motive with the demon people, because if the ruin happens, then they're going to invade the elemental fire. Goodness, that potion hasn't worn off. Fire plane, because they will be empowered by all the souls from the deaths from the ruin.
What do you mean, demon people?
The
What do you
demons.
mean, demon
That's
people?
okay.
The demon people.
As
Like
in-
literal demons. The archdemon, like our friend. Well, she's may not be involved, but she also might be involved.
Avi.
So, Avi and Dante?
Well, Dante is not a demon. He's a demigod.
He's a half demon.
And half demon. See, here's... Oh, that's actually a good point. Shoot.
He's a half archdemon, half god.
I'm not
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. The ruin doesn't usually affect the elemental planes. But the hells aren't affected either. And so they're going to take advantage of their empowered state by taking over one of the elemental planes, which is not in the interest of all the people in the fire plane or Cross, who happens to very much like the fire plane as a vacation spot.
How? So
Say
you're
the
just
vacation
told-
spot.
How does he know they're going to take it over, though?
That's a good idea, or a good question. Did I ask that question? I don't think I did. He's just real smart.
He just knows.
He just knows.
He knows a guy that knows a guy.
So, we're
I
saying
mean, he does get around. He knows a lot of stuff.
there's a possibility that Avi could be wanting to get all this.
I mean, maybe. He said that he didn't know her and that we definitely shouldn't tell her about this if she doesn't already know, but she could already know.
So what would be the harm of us saying, "Hey, we know about this"? Figure that
Because
out.
if she, so it's a different circle of hell that is planning this. So if she's not involved, she might become involved.
But she could become involved in a good way on our side.
I'm just saying there's a little more doubt on the situation than there was prior.
So, Avi and Dante's father is the Lord of the 8th Hell.
7th.
7th?
Changed my note.
Scribble, scribble.
It's the 4th hell that is planning the invasion, which is very
They're like,
bad.
They're like the weak hell. This is like the 8th hell.
Yeah, but
7th hell.
if the ruin happens, they're going to all be the strong hell because they get strong off the souls of the dead.
The deeper the hell
So-
goes, the stronger they are.
No, it's just domain.
Oh.
So, what does that mean then? They're gonna.
That they might
Invade?
actually want the ruin to happen and they're going to use it to invade an elemental plane, which is bad.
Well,
Well, it's bad for us if the ruin happens at all.
Yes. So, here's the thing. do we want to still trust Avi that she's going to do the right thing because she might be involved in this and trying to get on our good side, so we keep feeding her artifacts?
Do we want to
Could-
ask
could
her
we
next
just
time we
ask
see
her?
her? Yeah.
No.
What's
What's
the negative of
Why?
just asking her?
because she might actually like that idea to invade the elemental plane. That's
I
the whole
never
thing.
thought
Cross
of
said
that.
it is
Yeah.
imperative that you don't involve her in this, because if she's not already aware, she might become aware and side with them and use the artifact that
So
she
she
has, and then
doesn't
her
know about
artifact
it.
isn't. She might not. She may or may not.
She
We
might
don't
not
know.
know
I
about it,
just
but
hear
if
any interesting, like, I don't know, plans of invasion from anything like that.
Huh?
Just ask her, like, you hear anything
Yeah.
interesting? Like,
Any invadey thoughts?
Would we know if the different layers of the hells like are friendly with each other, communicate with each other?
you'd have to do research into it.
We wouldn't already be aware of any of that.
I don't think anyone has a. I mean, you're a
So I
tiefling,
have
but
infernal and stuff like that.
yeah, but like tieflings are so far removed in the bloodline that you're not like, you know, this is generations away from being an actual demon.
So why don't? Who's all smart and educated? Why don't you? No, I'll do it.
I'm probably the most
Why don't-
researched person in this party at
Yeah,
That's
this
not
point.
true.
this is about my heritage stuff. So why don't I look up and find out when we have some time if how connected each hell level is? Because if this is the fourth, that's plenty to do this, right? You
Yeah.
said the fourth. And what if like the seventh hates the fourth? Or
See, here's the thing. Do we still want to take the risk? Because we might just be giving artifacts to somebody who's going to say, yeah, well, now I'm just going to let the ruin happen. So, see ya.
I mean, or we can stop it forever. And then we
If,
never have to worry about it.
if she's a good guy, which
yeah,
we
her,
don't
her
know.
point is like Avi could just be lying to your face.
Sure.
She is an archdemon. They're very crafty.
Never happens.
Never happens.
True.
We've never been wrong about anything.
True.
Ever.
Hmm. Well,
I mean, how do we investigate this then?
That's the hard part.
Because nobody knows we're feeding.
Yeah, and now we
artifacts.
have this thing where we have to go prevent the team from fighting Lulf, and it's just becoming a whole thing now. You know? I'm wondering if we maybe should just...
Also,
Maybe the silver lining is like really, really good. And they'll
we have a festival of the eclipse to go to.
Yeah,
Which is on a time deadline.
Yeah.
how long does it take for us to get there? How long does it take for us to get there?
I put it's a few weeks.
A few weeks.
And when's the festival?
A few weeks.
So
we have to
gotta
leave. We have to make a
thing.
We
decision.
gotta leave.
So, my
Let's put that in
idea
the back pocket.
is maybe to tell Avi, hey, we're not sure, can we have our artifact back?
I'm sure that'll end well.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing. She said we could have it back, and if she still wants to keep using us, she might actually do it.
Yeah, but if she says we can have it back and gives it back, doesn't that build some sort of trust? You know, and to the
Yeah,
fact
see, that
she
could
said it
be
was
to
total-
her advantage, too.
So are we just gonna? The way I'm taking it is we're just assuming she's bad no matter what.
We're assuming that there's a possibility that she's bad.
But there was a possibility she was bad before.
Yeah, but now there's an actual reason.
Well, it sounds like we have time. I think we need to come up with a plan on how to figure out if maybe we need to get to know her better. Like how
Figure on
connected?
a date.
Yeah.
Well,
You were,
here's
go-
the-
you were
but
going
here's
out
the-
to lunch, right?
Free lunch. We'll offer her free lunch. Who turns down free lunch?
Right.
Exactly. That was the point. It wasn't meant to be like a creepy thing. It's just like, I want lunch.
Well, there you go.
So, I'm on the side of maybe we should stop working with Avi, but this is a group decision.
I think we
Well-
need to know
I
more.
don't think this is a decision we have to make right this second.
Well,
It's
it
just-
kind of
it was
is
curious
because we
to me,
might be
though.
sending that team off to their death.
Well, no matter what, if they fight Lulf,
Yeah, but they might not go fight Lolth
Oh.
if she doesn't have the artifact.
You're saying that if we get the artifact back, then we'll stop the group from going.
Well, they
Yeah.
still need. They still think they have to go find.
Yeah, but they might not do that if they know that they can just go after another artifact if the one they're looking for is retrieved.
Well, what are we gonna say? Oh, just kidding. We have this.
We can come up with something, I'm sure.
JK, LOL.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. A couple hours ago, you guys were like, we probably shouldn't send that team to their death. And now you're like, let's send that team to their death.
It's not about sending it to the death. It's about dealing with Avi.
It's also about us not dying,
Also about us not dying.
since we could probably just get
Demolished.
exploded if she
So,
wanted
but
to.
that's the thing. Why does she need us? Why does Avi need us? It's not like we're doing things she can't do on her own.
She can't spend time here.
Yeah, it hurts her.
We're her little
She's got a limited
minion
amount of time she can be in
runner
her own.
arounders.
Yeah, but it was enough to fight off those.
But she can only do that every so often.
Yeah.
She's not omnipotent
So
either.
and here's the other thing. Like she doesn't have all the artifacts. Like they are still
She
a
has
mixed
one.
bag, right?
She
So
only-
we
we have
haven't
a lot.
sealed any fate in any stretch of the imagination, right? She's still up against Dante, who's still a half archdemon, half god who has artifacts. So
Yep.
it's not like we've doomed anything
And this is also assuming we successfully find the other artifact
and don't die in the whole
and
process.
not die.
And
this
also,
entire
the
process.
other team doesn't die fighting Lolth for no
Who cares
reason
if the
and
other
then
team
can't
died? I mean-
retrieve any of the other artifacts, and then we run out of time before the
I
ruin
almost
happens.
I know.
But what if we just kill Lowell?
You want to go try?
Just say it. No, but they're going. You know,
They're
What if
not going to
really
kill
good?
Lolth.
They're the silver lining.
They are so cool.
You need
They're
to
so
look
cool.
at the silver lining.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we might be sending them on a wild death chase.
Well,
I get that. I do. However.
You just want to go party.
Oh yes,
Stop
please
it.
send me back to the homeland where they
Well,
wanted.
see, that's the thing is, if we do this, we have a couple days where we can retrieve the artifact somehow in some lie, get it to the wardens, and then go boogie on down to Elf Town.
but you guys are assuming that Avi's just willing to give it back to us.
Hopefully she is, and if she doesn't, then
Do we
we'll
also
know
wanna-
for sure that something's up.
Do we also want to talk about how she has Harvey, right?
Yes.
And the spirit of my father.
Yeah, so that's a whole thing that we need to kind of diffuse in that situation as well.
Another thing to consider is if you take the artifact back, she will be, even if she gives it back,
She's not going to help us no more. I know.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of nope.
Yeah, we got Noah now.
So what's
What happens if the ruin? So you're saying if the ruin does happen, just so I'm 100% sure, the ruin does happen. That's what the 4th level wants, because then they'll have a whole bunch of souls, which will make them stronger, and they can evade the fire.
That is
element.
correct.
Okay, so they would prefer the ruin to happen.
Yes.
Okay,
The ruin will strengthen all demons in hell.
right. Okay. But so would them being gods though, meaning
They're
that
not
they-
gods.
They would just
Demons.
be demons.
The
They're not gods.
celestial, the god plane and our plane are gonna go.
So that would be gone.
Okay. Don't we have an item of like ring of truth telling or bullshit ring or something? Why don't
Yes.
Why don't we freaking ask her while truth telling the shit out of it?
We
and
can't bring it up though.
It says cross.
Right? You know, it'd be cool if we had some amulet that if we asked her, saw what happened, and we didn't like it, we could turn it back. And
Shut
not.
okay? I need you to answer this within 6
All right,
seconds.
ready?
Go.
You have exactly 6 seconds. to answer this question.
Yes or no answer. Go.
Oh yeah.
what? Damn you!
How do we take out a loan?
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's a good point though.
You could.
Like, don't get me wrong.
The
You
eel.
like cross,
Uh-huh.
but also like
Eel's not our friend though. Apparently.
you like cross.
I do. I am
So-
biased, but also I think we're dealing with an archdemon, which in general
would help
sounds
to-
like
and
a
it
bad
would
thing.
help.
Yeah.
So what we
She also
could
hasn't killed us. Sorry.
say to Avi is, listen, we
But she
gave
needs
you
us.
the artifact. We really intended for you to keep it. However, this team is going to go off and die because of our lie. Is there any way that we could temporarily take that artifact back to prevent their deaths?
She's gonna give us some stone cold. Well, there's gonna be some losses when we're figuring out the fate of the Earth and something like that.
The other thought too
That's
is,
my only.
like you're saying, not bringing it up, and she doesn't know at all about it and stops the ruin.
There's a chance that she is not lying and that she is maybe the only good archdemon to ever exist. And there's also a chance that she is lying, whether it has to do with this invasion or something completely different that we're not aware of, and wants to use us to get the artifacts.
Did we ever
Think,
find
Magnus, think!
Did we ever find out why she wanted the ruin to be stopped in the first place?
She just didn't like it. That
was
sounds
just-
like
No
that
one
was she
kinda
just like
asked.
didn't
I've
like
said
it.
she has no stake in it like multiple times, and it just never came up. So
We should probably find out why she
suck
wants to
at
stop
it.
the ruin anyway.
Right?
As soon as we start asking
Like-
her anything, cat's out of the bag, you guys.
Not
It's
really.
gonna be like,
Not the specific cat.
We can
no.
be like, hey, we're looking for
The
this
bait
ruin.
cat.
We heard the artifact is, over
Ask
here. and
large
we're gonna get-
questions.
And we're gonna get sent over there. Did you hear anything about that, or do you know anything about the area? Oh yeah, I know blank, blank, and blank. Oh cool. Just by, why do you even want this to stop anyway? Kind of thing. See what I'm doing?
So then,
I do like the
wouldn't
idea.
this be in your advantage to happen?
Maybe leave that part out.
Yeah, maybe leave that part out.
But
I can think of a
be
couple
just like
reasons.
this, be like this. Why do you even care? This doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah, why are you not on?
Why do you
beach
even?
in Cancun
Why do you?
Island?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are we
You
not
know.
on the beach?
You know what I'm saying?
I
Why don't we? Why don't we
No.
poke and
To be
probe?
honest, maybe we're doing more harm than good at this point.
What I'm saying is, why don't we poke and probe gently?
And if we get a bad feeling, what do we
see-
do?
and
Let's
see where it
gently
takes
probe.
us. Well, if we get a bad feeling, I'm guessing we're all going to have the
Just our
very
bad
same
feelings.
consensus. Not,
Right,
it's
but
not
do
gonna
we be like, that sounds kind of dumb. Can we have Harvey back?
Air of your telepathic message to destroy and goes, Cancun.
and be like, well, we could be like, so we can't really take the artifact back without,
She's gonna
Dying.
be pissed.
well, no, not even fight it, the actual, like, ignoring the fact of us dying, trying to fight her at all, but just the holding the artifact itself, we can't really hold it, right? It would
Well,
just
yeah,
be
we
us
would
carrying
we would
our,
be-
we
yeah.
would just be dragging Harvey,
Correct.
Well,
Yeah.
we would have to take him to the wardens.
right?
Yeah.
And be like, oh, we found him.
Yeah.
So I kinda
Maybe
like that
come up
idea,
with a
though.
slightly better lie.
No, I kind
Right.
of like that idea of summoning her, telling her that our other reclaimer team is they're
Going
all
to-
at risk. They're literally off to their death if we don't
Because of our
intervene
lie.
about this, and
What-
she can help us out.
What makes
preventing
you
them
think she
from
cares?
unnecessarily getting. Well, it's a litmus test. If she doesn't care, then we know we don't.
I
lie with
don't
her
really
anymore.
care that much, but I just don't want to keep going to find more artifacts by myself. That's my point.
Yeah, I don't know if we could even
See-
find the remaining artifacts without another team to go after them. And
Well,
it sounds like it's just us and the silver lining,
I
which are
don't
way
disa-
cooler.
I don't disagree with you guys. That's what I'm saying. We use that as our litmus test. It's a perfect reason for us to ask for Harvey back right now.
See,
I'm just
I don't
telling
think
you
so.
guys, I think if we ask for Harvey back, she might not help us anymore.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just because
Well,
she
that
doesn't.
might just be a chance we have to take.
Just because she doesn't care about these other 4 people, random people dying, doesn't mean that she's going to let the ruin happen. I don't. Again, we got a whole crap load more artifacts to find. I don't want to have to find them all myself. I'd rather have half of them being found by them. That's why I don't want them to die. Fuck them. I don't care about
So-
them. But
Such a nice person,
that's my
Magnus.
point. Yeah, I just said I don't want them to die. You looked past that. But that's my point.
Stay with him.
Is just because she doesn't give us Harvey back to stop them dying. That's not a really good enough reason for her to give us an artifact. Is my point.
Well,
So
the
that's
thing
not really
is,
the litmus
she
test if she doesn't care that way. See what I'm saying?
Well, okay, so this is a partnership in that she needs us just as much as we need her, right? And so if we go to her saying that we need this because either we say we can't do it on our own, we actually care if they die or not, and she's unwilling to help us, then
She does kind of have to
we-
keep us happy
then
as
we
well.
need- right? So it's a two-way street. So like this, that's why it's a litmus test. She goes, "Nope, it's mine. So sorry,
But she
too
is
bad." And we're
also,
like,
to play the advocate, she has
Okay,
also
well, good
been
luck getting the rest of the
helping us this
artifacts.
whole time and
Here's-
got nothing.
What has she done? What have we done to make her happy?
Here's the thing.
gave her that artifact.
That we're
That we're
taking back.
But we gave it to her willingly. She has it in her possession, so clearly we trust her enough to hand over an artifact. wish she could have killed us and taken anyway. But my point is, we did it. We did the action, and now things have changed. We did that before we knew there was a team going out to their death to reclaim an artifact we know isn't there. So it's a different circumstance. We're not asking. She's not going to think it's like we're asking it back because we're doubting her. She's going to think we're asking it back to save their life. It doesn't show any other.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
she gives it back though. Is that the point of like, okay, now we have to decide if we're gonna trust her again? Because then that's now one more artifact that we're gonna have to
Dante
We give her the
reclaim,
weakest artifact.
You know?
So, worst case
Still have to make that
scenario,
decision no matter what.
she says
Right.
no. I'm keeping it.
Cool.
Well, now
Like,
she's not
that's how we
helping us
respond.
now, and we've lost that.
And we lost an artifact that we probably could never get back.
But she still doesn't have them all, and Dante has some, and he's probably just as powerful as she is.
Right, but if they just said they want the ruin to happen, and she has one artifact, it's gonna happen.
Well, not if Dante has anything to say about it.
You know?
He's got multiple artifacts.
Well, this sucks.
I feel like I'm the only one on the other side here.
What? Not really.
Let him die? What
No,
side?
no, not the let him die. Well, a little bit, but the
Let him
more
die
so-
if it doesn't help me.
More so, stop it. More so, the fact of, I think we need to be able to find a way to. I think what's more important out of all of this is to find out why the motivation of her not wanting the ruin to happen. Because I think that will outline exactly what we should do next. Because if it's some vague nothing answer of like, oh, I just don't want it to happen, you know, then it's
she
like,
did
okay.
say why she wanted it to happen. It did come up in the desert. Don't remember what you said though.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, I
Well,
This is a
we-
perfect
right,
time to
so we
plug our
have-
YouTube where you can go watch that episode.
Because if we well, my point is, if we could find out and she has a legitimate, like, yeah, if it happens, the seventh hell explodes or whatever the reason, you know, if it's an actual legitimate full reason, then it's
I
like,
don't
okay,
think
well,
she gave a reason.
She
I
did.
thought she
well,
did.
we can
She did.
trust her then, you know, if she actually gave like a true legitimate, like, I'm gonna die if that happens and I don't want
But-
to die kind of thing. You can assume the archdemon has self-preservation or whatever.
If we ask
to do
her in
that.
the same conversation, hey, we need this artifact back. Also, P.S., why do you want to stop this thing?
Well, that's I'm
That's a
asking to
little
not
red-
ask for the artifact back instantly. We can ask for
Okay,
the
but we
artifact
still
back.
have
But they're
two entirely
leaving
separate
to go.
things that are related, but they're separate. One is, do we continue trusting her and giving her artifacts or not? And two, what do we do about this party that's about to march off to their death? Which
And
we
they're
don't
so
even have
cool.
To,
We can't
don't
lose
even have to
them.
combine the two.
Well-
We could just flat out tell them, hey, we done effed up and lied about it. Don't march off.
No,
to
we
your death.
can't say that.
Why can't we?
I'm just saying.
To
there are
Avi,
other
we could say that.
Sorry.
No, there's other options, but either way, we have to make two separate decisions here. Like, what are we going to do about this party, and what are we going to do about Avi?
Yeah.
I think that you could combine the two. Again, if we ask for it back under the, it's not even a pretense, under the justification of saving this party's life, because one, it's the right thing to do, and two, we don't want to collect all the rest of the artifacts on our own, even if we can. And it's a good litmus test to see how it's a two-way street. We're helping her, but she's helping us, so there's a mutual.
I think that there's basically two options. We either ask Avi for the artifact back, get the artifact back, and then say, hey, whatever, some BS story, you don't have to go fight Lolf. Or we have to let them go fight Lolf. Those are our options.
I think a third option is we can direct this other team to another location other than Lowell.
How?
And so a way we could do that is to, one, try to find information on another artifact location if we can use Avi or somebody else.
But they
Where-
also have
That's kinda
Dr.
smart.
Toledol.
I understand, but if we can direct something being more imperative than that instant rescue,
But the thing is, a god
Misdirection.
that we know hates us has an artifact, and that's what they think. I think that's going to be number one priority.
Plus, they have that god has Dr. Toledol, who is a
Yeah.
warden, who is one of the top head people That's going to be their priority.
I really think we might be able to talk them out of this.
Even if we get the artifact
If we
and they
explain
still
how
have Dr.
deadly
Toledol,
Wolf is.
they still might go after her.
They might, but they might not if they think the artifact is somewhere else. But the problem is, if the artifact... We either have to convince them that the artifact is completely somewhere else, which I don't know how we would reasonably have that information. Like, oh, hey, actually, we were mistaken and it's over here.
Because you spoke with your gods. Whatever thing, because the gods don't want them to explode either. You could easily do that.
We need a lot of deception checks.
Just saying.
I mean, I don't think that's out of bounds necessarily.
I mean, that was the instant, just off my top of my head idea, right? So I don't know. Either way, I think I don't know. We could do the.
Is there someone that we can use deception with on them, like a point of authority?
Oh, have somebody else redirect them? Like, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Have, like...
Well, I don't know if we can get like Victoria or someone like that we could manipulate, but
Right.
We're treading some danger. It was one thing when we told an innocent little fib about the fact that we didn't get the artifact. Now, like, manipulating them into doing this kind of stuff. I mean, it's for the
We
the
could
wrong
always-
thing for the right reason type thing, or...
I honestly feel like there's two options. We get the artifact back from Avi, or we let them go.
We could always volunteer that we would take the mission. Down to
And go
Lolth.
back and try and...
I'm not saying that we'll go down to Lolth, but that'll at least buy us a shitload of time.
But then we have to abandon her plan.
That's true.
And I think it's pretty imperative that she goes to the, elvish place.
Are we aware of other artifacts at this time?
Or locations.
Yeah.
How many more are there?
Okay, so you have collected, the wardens currently have the venomous roots, which are from the desert, Passion's Embrace, which Silver Lining collected, Blood's Bane, which both you and Silver Lining collected, Immolation's Cage, the start of the campaign, and that's it. So they have 4.
4?
Avi has 1, which is Paradise's Visage, and then there are 4 remaining.
There are a
4
lot left.
So 4 left, and Avi has 1. So the
Weird. 4 story arcs
So the
left.
wardens still think they're missing 5.
Strange.
The wardens think they are missing 5.
Which they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Are they aware of the artifact that they're missing?
What do you mean? They
Like-
don't. So they don't have they have.
Are
very
they
little to
aware
go on.
specifically of the artifact
They don't
that...
know where they are. They don't know what the powers of them are.
Okay.
They're
Dante
aware-
is the one who has guesses of what they might do, but nothing is solid until they're found.
What I'm saying is if we came back with a separate artifact and said, oh yeah, we went and got it,
They're gonna be able to tell it's.
that's what I'm asking.
But you have already explained. They knew this one was about sleep because
Okay.
there were sleep
That's what I'm
things
asking.
going on.
Yeah.
With
Oh.
other artifacts potentially, but they knew what this one does at this point.
Well, maybe
And
we...
they also had this one in their vault a long time ago before someone stole it and escaped.
It's dumbasses. We wouldn't even be in this situation.
More for you meddling
This
kids.
is the only artifact that they're yeah, we know what this is.
Damn it.
Well,
Can we trade Avi for one?
like,
What if we go complete... What
How
I'm
you gonna-
assuming where one of the artifacts is.
But how are we going to get an artifact before this team goes to
yeah,
Lowell?
they're going in a week, and we're going to be 3 weeks
Ah,
out
shit.
just to get the Aravir's
We have to leave in 2
party
days.
that we have to go.
We're just going to dimension door over and over and over again.
It's a big dimension door.
Yeah.
Let me correct the timeline because it does take a few weeks to get there, but the solstice is in a week or 2. So,
So we're not going to make it for the
well,
solstice.
they have a solution to that. You just don't know what it is yet.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So, okay, well, you know what? Like we always decide, it's a group decision. It's not just one. So
That's true.
if you guys guys want to do
Jeez Louise.
what Troy wants to do with say, hey, we need the artifact back so we can save these people, that kind of stuff, as a litmus test of, okay, here you go, here's the artifact back. We sort of trust her, maybe still, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll decide down the road after that,
Do we just promise her the next one?
and go from there.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Now that I'm thinking about it, she might not even like that. Because if they're another reclaimer team, turning artifacts into Dante's side.
Well, she knows she's gonna have to go get the artifacts from the wardens at some point, because she already knows that we gave them
We
warden.
should also ask her about
Yeah.
that.
You know,
How is that
But-
gonna take place?
Yeah.
that could be another positive thing for her. Of like, well, if we get rid of the other reclaimer team, we don't have to worry about having to get more artifacts. You guys can just get it, and we can get them together. Because it's positive for her, right? So it's like,
At least they're all in one place.
you know what I'm saying? Well, that's my point. Is like, so I don't know how well the Linus tested it. So I kind of don't agree with that. I think, like you guys were saying, if we're gonna save this team, we gotta somehow stop them from going, right? We can, like, kind of like you said,
We break
there's
their
two-
legs.
There's two options, right?
We kill them before they can be killed.
There's two options. There's two things we got. Like you said, there's two things we got to find out: the motivation of Avi, and like good or bad, you know, that kind of reasoning, and then if we want to save the reclaimer team and how, right? And so, I mean, other than just saying, hey, we're just kidding, we want the artifact back, please. Like, I don't see that going super great.
No.
Here's another idea. I specifically was against this in prior discussions. Maybe we. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
I was gonna say maybe we cut ties with the war. How important is it to save these people's lives?
I do not want to cut ties with the
Because
warden.
We could tell the truth, face our punishment, which would
Mhm.
maybe cut ties with the wardens or worse. I don't know.
Delete
but
your
they
lies and
don't-
apologize.
But they are alive, and their deaths are not on our conscience because that's.
You
soon
guys
to
just want to
happen.
give up fighting for the world?
Truth and
No,
justice.
I'm not saying
Tanku
give up
Island?
on reclaiming artifacts.
How are we going to find out
We
where
go-
the other
We
artifacts
would be
are?
going full tilt Team Avi if we did that.
She doesn't know where they are.
I feel like she might have ways.
How about
We also have
She
like
probably-
tons of gods
probably
we
has
can
ways.
ask and this and that. I again, I'm not. It's not amazing because I like being part of the wardens and the resources and the knowledge and everything that they give us is
I don't know how well we would fare without the help.
with one
we
last
wouldn't have
thing.
any access to any of the resources.
Well, so one last thing is, I feel like we kind of skipped past this a little quicker than we should have. Is what if we, and it's I don't know a better term to say this, but what if we incapacitate the other team so they can't go on the mission?
yeah.
Cut their Achilles tendons. They can't walk.
What's that?
Cut their Achilles tendons so they can't walk.
You know, but maybe not to the gruesome point of killing them, but making it so that maybe they shouldn't go there, or
I mean,
or
are you just-
taking a good
got
little
it.
break?
So here's
got
the
it.
thing. Are you just trying to put off the decision again?
Yeah.
Well, what that does is that gives us time to go to her deal,
Okay.
come back,
And,
and
so
then we can find out the
they
motivation for
we
her.
lose all that time that they could be hunting for another artifact, though, because the big rip in the sky is ripping.
and the Terran.
Yeah, the ripping and the tearing.
Okay.
Apart from that point,
I'd like to do something.
Very.
I would like to commune.
Okay. You have to roll for that, don't you?
I don't know if I
What
do.
if
Yeah.
we use a little? What is the place? The underground battle place with the chalk, Tartarus? What
No.
if Tartarus chalk them and then push them through the hole and close the thing up, and then they're like,
Nah.
and then they can't go. They're
I
stuck
think we're
in Tartarus.
saving that for when one of us dies.
Well, or when 4 of them are gonna die.
One of us is better than more than 4 of them.
One of us. All right.
So-
Well, that's a 5th level spell.
doesn't-
It is a 5th
either
level
way.
spell. It's
They're
a big boy spell.
necessarily omniscient. So you might receive an unclear answer if
There-
the question pertains to information that lies beyond the deity's knowledge.
Yes. So I have 3 questions, yes or no. And we can ask Alibal if you might know something about Avi.
Hey, what's up, Unpad?
And he can give us a unclear answer.
It will be a truthful answer, though, a correct
According
answer.
to his knowledge.
According to his knowledge.
I mean, you can ask.
It will
why
not be a deceptive answer.
Would gods know about archdemons?
Potentially.
Would drunken gods know about archdemons?
Potentially.
Party
You
guy.
son of a
party.
bitch. Do you just slight Alibal? I will fight you in the street.
I don't.
He
I
carves
drink
an
with you
A
all
in
the
your
time.
Can you roll an insight check for me?
Sure. That's pretty high.
Okay. I'm gonna
24.
I'm gonna message you something.
Yes,
I don't know. Like,
Well, I don't know.
I-
I feel like I said my piece, so whatever you guys want to do. I'm going
I
with the
do
group on
have
this.
an idea for a way around this, but it's just going to be putting off the inevitable, which is the longer we put this off, the worse it's going to get, guys.
but the more time we have to gather information.
Well.
Do we actually? We never gather information.
It's called an educated guess. Okay. We need to get educated.
Can I say this to the group?
Yeah, I'm just. I didn't want to say it out loud because it's up to you if you want to share it.
Yeah. Well, my insight is telling me that the visions I've been receiving fairly regularly are not natural. Probably a gift from someone.
Can you refresh us on your visions?
Those are the ones where I'm walking in the room and I can see this, what we're assuming is the big bad guy. And then that's how we're also seeing, like, here's the in the mirrors, like, the main evil proponents of this league of evil baddies, basically.
And was
So the question is, where am I getting this vision from?
Avi in one
Well,
of the
whoever's
League of
sending
Evil
that has
Baddies?
information is the point.
Yes. It has to be someone really up there.
Did you ever see Avi in the mirrors?
I don't think so. No. So that's a good sign. Are these visions from a friend?
Can't tell you that.
Oh, that would be
They're
too
cheating.
easy.
25.
No, yeah. Yeah, right.
Okay, so
Are they?
you think if you commune, it'll help? help a
What
little
I'm
bit,
getting
but-
from my insight is that it doesn't really matter. What I'm getting the hint is that I am getting these visions because someone wants to help.
So who's helping?
The
Or trying to
I think
deceive.
also the implication as well is that my vision is accurate.
Okay.
What was your prolonging the idea thing?
I almost don't want to tell you guys because I don't want to prolong it.
Hoovers.
I mean, we could use maybe Ambrose to tell them Lolth is somewhere else. But then we just send them on a wild goose chase when they could actually be chasing down an artifact to save the world. So I don't like that idea, but it's an option.
But how? Why would Ambrose do that for us?
He likes us. He loves me.
He's
Good
broken
old
rules
Imby.
for you several times.
But I mean, what are we gonna tell him as to the reason we need to send them on a wild goose chase? Are we gonna even say that, or do we just say, "Oh, we got some intel that she's over
the
here"?
webs we weave.
We are
Get
just
it? Get it? Lol.
lying upon lying.
That's why I'm saying maybe we just
We can
get
gets-
Harvey back and drop
It
it.
gets easier.
You know?
Well,
who's got the ring of bullshit? Let's go
That just
figure
gives you
this
advantage.
I have the
on
vision of
insight.
bullshit,
Just gives
apparently.
Me, I
Yeah,
have
it's
the
not
ring
a
of truth telling,
guaranteed.
and it just gives me advantage.
Nat one.
How deep do we want to go here?
apparently the 7th level.
And I know this doesn't sound great.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Let's go on.
So one option is to just not do
No,
anything.
no. I will not. I will not
just
stand
let
by and
it
let
happen.
them die. So we need to
That
do
was-
something to stop them from dying.
With my extra insight, I feel like Ambrose is not a bad idea.
Do you think Doppio would watch over them if you asked him to?
I don't know how much power he has right now. He just got his butt whipped
First-
by Lolth.
Yeah, I was gonna say versus Lilith, you're probably not the greatest
Yeah.
thing in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't show up because he didn't want you to see his black eye.
Don't look at me.
I thought for a second when you were like, oh, there's a pillow, I thought it was going to be like a tiny little him, like he just lost all his power and he's going to start building back up. He's like, hey!
Well,
He
I
really
don't know.
appreciated my letter.
I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'll do whatever the group wants to do, but
You can always go talk with Silver Lining and be like, we'll get back to you. And see what they have to say. You can go talk with Imbros if you want to. Like, you have a few days in town to make this decision.
you want to talk to. Speaking of that, you want to talk to Silver Lining and convince them to undertake a different artifact right now till we
They're-
learn more.
I don't
about
know
Lilith?
if we
They're not
know
gonna
about
do
other
that.
artifacts.
We
right
don't
now.
know of any.
We don't have evidence of other artifacts right now, but you can. It's Victoria sending them on the mission. So
They're not.
So
gonna-
we kill Victoria.
yeah.
Well,
But like,
what
Is
if we-
Victoria even
what if we
powerful
just
necessarily?
convince them that-
Is Victoria super powerful? Could we take her?
maybe.
What if we convince them we need assistance for Erebeer's thing?
Just come with us.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Then
well,
we have
that's
to
more-
hang out with Silver
I
Lining.
know.
unit.
I
Well,
know.
They're going to make us look bad.
But
they
here's-
are not going to send the second reclaimer party off to a party.
Why are they
with
sending the
us.
first reclaimer party up to a party?
They're not sending you to party. They're sending you to investigate.
Oh well, then I'm not going.
But
What
they
if we
probably
just-
wouldn't send both parties to the same area because you're supposed to be, competent.
What if we try to? It's okay. Maybe Victoria's a good idea because she's gonna dictate what they do. What if we try to convince her that we're gonna lose a second reclaimer party? Not only is it morally wrong, but we're gonna beat down a reclaimer party because Lolth's gonna murder ball him. Like,
Think that they're going
How
to
do we
think it's
cheat?
worth it to get an artifact plus
why
Dr.
don't we
T.
work on other ones, easier ones?
Because they don't know of any
Why
right
don't
now.
we contact Avi? Maybe Avi has some information on where another one is, and we could say time is imperative on this other one
That we magically know about.
that we used our sources. We communed with our gods, who assisted us.
I will do what the party wants to do, except
Everyone
if
will
it
do
involves
what the
letting
party
those people get killed. That's the one thing I will not do. I will sit my butt in this room and not move.
She won't do nothing.
I still like the Imbros idea because Imbros is supposed to be what is it? The Watcher? That's his god.
He is a warlock for
Chronicler.
a primal entity known as the Chronicler.
Is the,
So-
the Chronicler is a god?
No.
Oh,
He's above the god.
He's like
Oh, he's
this
above a god.
primordial
He's a mega
celestial
god.
being.
He
Yeah.
is the essence of information.
So if
So would he disappear if the ruin happened?
No. He
No.
don't give a damn.
He don't give shits.
More information.
So this guy knows a lot. So
afraid of
all
God.
I'm saying is Imbros might be a good source of information that, hey, Imbi might do something for us that will allow for us to make a deception move.
So are we going to lie to Imbi, tell him we have
I don't think we have to lie to Imbi.
You wanna
that
just
is
give
true.
we have
I
to
don't
let
think.
him?
Well, here's the thing. Imbros is a sworn warden.
Yeah.
I don't know where his loyalty is going to lie to the chronicler. So we just have to
we
make
have
sure
to contact this primal entity of chaos.
chronicler.
Hey, Alabol, I need
No.
to make a long distance
What I was
call.
going to say is we need to make sure that whatever we're doing is in the interest of the chronicler.
Okay, well, the Chronicler, from what I understand, the
Bishop.
Chronicler just wants information.
Why would he have any
Throughout
interest
time.
if he's just
Right?
a record keeper? He doesn't
Why
care
did he
what-
remind me? Why did we get
So,
that big info?
You
thing?
got help from Imbros and that question answered because the Chronicler is like, if Lolth can succeed right now, he helped you beat Lolth the first time. If Lolth succeeds right now, she's going to control the next world, and that's going to be boring. Basically, she will be writing history instead of thousands of individuals writing history, because everyone who serves Lolth they only do what she wants. And he is interested in the diversity of knowledge. If the new world after the ruin is lost to her, because if she had succeeded in what she was doing, she would have survived the ruin and she would have controlled the new world.
So what if we play it this way, that we don't want the Reclaimer team to go after Lolth because they will die. she will be stronger, and have more of an advantage because there will be less reclaimer teams to get the artifacts.
I say we summon
That's not
Avi
like
in front
enough of
Envy.
an argument to make him be like, I'm gonna use my divine intervention to break the world and help you, you know?
I say we summon Avi in front of Envy.
He's
Well.
a warden.
And
That
We
well,
cannot just lay
He
everything.
is, so to just remind you, he is technically a warden because the chronicler is like, they have good information, go sit with them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. His loyalties are going to lie with God, but if we have to make sure that it's his celestial being will have a reason to help us.
My
Right.
point
I'm
is,
down
if you
for
were
Indy.
to divulge secrets to him, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, I'm just giving you the facts of the situation, he's not necessarily going to tell the wardens.
He has interests in information from all planes of existence.
Ulterior
right?
motives.
So he is serving the chronicler. He has like no mind of his own. He serves the chronicler, and he's a warden because they have good collections of information that aren't available elsewhere.
Well,
So
Nerd.
yeah, pretty much.
Nerd alert.
So with Ambrose, if you tell him like we have this thing going on, but you can't tell the wardens, he's gonna be like, okay. They have a mutual interest because he has all these records, and they know he's not loyal to them. So they are aware that he's a dangerous person, but they keep him on because he's a valuable asset, just as he stays because they are a valuable asset. So it is like a mutual thing.
Here's a question: Do you think Avi would let us die, or do you think she's always going to come in a pinch and save our butts? Because we are the way she's getting we are the means in which she's getting artifacts right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what
And
I'm
if
saying.
if her ultimate goal is to get artifacts, whether for good or evil, if we're feeding her artifacts, she cares about what happens to us to some degree. Whether she doesn't care, she cares for the wrong reasons, but she still cares what happens to us.
The more artifacts we get for her, the easier getting the rest of them will be for her.
Right.
do you think that the chronicler would help if we gave Ambi all of the information, everything we've been hiding? Because he would be interested in knowing all that information about even the information that you got from Cross.
Are we assuming the chronicler knows all that stuff and is all knowing anyway?
You don't know?
How would Avi do against Lolth? Would we know that?
That would be a very even match.
What if
Ooh.
That's weird. Any of us are gonna
okay.
get our ass kicked.
Yeah.
I don't like
Demon Lady
this,
versus
but-
Spider Lady.
and I don't know if this would even work. I still have a feeling like I owe it to Dr. Talradiel to go try and save her. And I know you have elsewhere to be. I don't know if the party can split, but if I go with her and recruit Avi and we try to defeat Lolth with the recruiter
Why would she
team
do
and
that?
Avi, why would she do that?
Do you want all Lolth to be here?
No.
I don't think she wants Lolth. I think Lolth's like a bad person to
I think
everybody.
if you ask Avi to risk herself, she's gonna be like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go back to the hells and
The
not
other
care
thing
about
is,
this."
Avi has no reason to fight Lolth right now. Lolth doesn't have anything she wants.
If she had the artifact, then she'd be interested in it. But
So
Avi
we need to
has the
give
artifact.
So we need
Lolth
to
an
give Lolth the
artifact.
artifact.
Yeah.
This is our solution. We go to the Elvish lands, we get the artifact, we give it to Wolf.
Go get it, Avi. I still like the MB idea.
We don't
What do
have
you
time
guys
for
wanna
that.
do?
We do have time for Imbi.
You can ask Victoria to delay the mission if you want more time to think. She might delay the
We've
mission.
just been thinking for like a long time,
Well, I'm
and
saying-
we're getting more and more lies.
I don't know.
I feel like we need to use information
Maybe you should just
that we
tell
have.
Silver Lining the truth.
I'm pretty sure that they would
Jesus.
tattle on us, and then we get bounties placed on our heads and executed because we have a blood oath.
Maybe.
I would be kind of interested to see how
But
that
it
goes
would be
down.
fun.
I'm pretty sure we have.
It would be
Avi,
kinda
so
fun.
He would, or she would slaughter anybody.
Yeah, see, but then we come back around to the thing if Avi is actually evil, and then we're all doomed.
Do we send like an anonymous note to?
How about we
To
just
the other
ask Avi
team?
to give the thing back? Think of it this way: she says no, we all die anyway.
Eh.
She says yes. Who cares? Then we're good.
I
dead,
that
who
is
cares?
I would love for that to happen. That's what I want to happen the most.
Well, the only cost to this is if she says yes, but fuck all of you. and just abandons the project.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we lose her help, but then we put
And
all
then
our
we're
chips
back to
into
where we
Dante's.
were.
And then we have like, hey, they're all going to Dante, because that's what we wanted.
And that also solves the issue of like, is she good? Is she bad? The world may never.
And we
like,
just swim
unless
out
Dante's
of our
evil.
web of lies.
Unless what?
Unless Dante is evil.
Let's also not forget that
Shit.
Dante basically just wants to stop this end of the world, and we want to stop all ends of the world, and
Yeah,
that was
that was the
Avi's
whole reason.
offering.
Yes.
I know that, but,
But
if she's not good,
If there's no world, then there's no more ends of the world.
So, how about this? Is there a downside
We
to going
did it.
to sending you to talk to Imby to see if he can give the wrong information to Silver Lining so they go in the wrong area and so they don't actually cross paths with Wolf, thus kicking the can down the road till maybe we have another artifact to trade or with Avi or whatever.
It's not my preferred plan, but I'm okay with it.
Is there a negative
So-
possible outcome to
so
doing this?
That's
temporary
what
We
Temporary
lose
delay.
delay.
just lost time.
So temporary delay of the hunt for the artifact, so it saves their lives. We get another artifact, hopefully, at some point, and hopefully they don't send them out before we get that other artifact.
We just need to buy ourselves a couple weeks. At least we can get a second one so we can make a trade or something.
Or until you get more information.
Or until we get more information. By the way, I mean, like, if we extend our time, that gives us more time to investigate.
By the, and not that I don't trust everything that Cross says, because he's 100% trustworthy from everything that I know about him.
Absolutely. Would
But
never
also-
do anything
but
to
also, I
hurt
don't
me or
know
my
it-
family.
But also screw Cross, so there's also that. So all this could not be true.
It's not off
I'm
base.
going to disagree with you there.
So just saying.
My whole outfit is
All-
made from it.
all-
My
questioning-
entire backstory revolves around this person, so I trust him.
Perfect. And all this questioning is coming from that exact point.
Yay.
So what's the verdict?
Imby,
Would we like to go talk to Ambrose?
state your query.
seems like the
Um,
I guess.
least risky.
Do you guys want me to maybe do that?
Yes.
Can I do that over text RP instead? There are things that I may not want this party to hear
I
that I might be
know.
willing to tell Ambrose.
I know, but I feel like
It's time.
the thing is, depending on what you tell him, if you tell him the complete wrong thing, he's gonna be like, no, So the outcome of what you say or the outcome of your conversation affects what you guys will say to Silver Lining right now.
Oh, man.
Dun dun dun.
So
well,
Spill
it's
the
not.
beans.
you're
See, the thing is, I don't mind. I wouldn't want their characters to hear it, but I also
I don't
know
want
that
the
you
metagame,
guys
I
are gonna
know.
metagame.
Can you send me a quick bulleted list of your points?
Yes, neither
Is
of
that-
you
is
look at
everyone
my
okay
thing.
with
Alright,
that? Is that fair to everyone and they don't feel excluded or anything?
Sure.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I feel like Poofish needs to open my damn present though.
I'm still holding it.
Rude poofers. Roofers.
Other than this, you guys have a meeting with Silver Lining later, and then I would like to get to the next area in this session. So it depends how long this conversation takes.
All right. Well,
We're gonna kick that
we're
can
planning
down
on
the
playing till
road
9:30.
too.
While she's
so.
doing bullet points, can we talk to Silver Lining?
Yeah. Why don't I give the descriptions and everything?
Sure.
Okay. The next day, because I think you guys were still talking at midnight.
Yeah.
Next day around 2 p.m., Lewis arrives back at your door. Let me pull up the right section of my notes. I don't want to misspeak. Backstory. Lewis arrives at your door with Lucas, who is dressed casually, and who answers the door. They knock at the door.
Who answers?
If you want me to answer, I'll answer.
Nah, I answer the door.
Kick that door open.
Okay. So yes, Lewis and Lucas answer, and Lucas gives a sort of big goofy grin and waves at you and says, "Hey guys," and Lewis is like, "You really didn't have to come. It's kind of my job to come, transport the party and everything like that." And he's like, "Oh, I wanted to go on a walk anyways. It'll be fun. I wanted to say hi to my pals. Just so you know, Ava can be pretty intense, so don't. Like, she just kind of glares at people and, like, sits in the corner and looks menacing.
We have one of those
Is
too.
she the tiefling?
She's the dark elf.
Dark elf.
Don't
brooding
take it to
edge.
heart. She hates everyone. Let's just put it that way. But, you know, she's, like, a good person deep down. Elijah is very, like, straightforward, and he just, like, goes for the facts. So, I mean, he's, like, friendly enough. But just, like, know that, like, the party's not as, like, cool and hip as I am, I guess. So, I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that before we all headed over there.
Cool.
You guys seem really down. Did you want to talk later or something?
Nah.
No.
No.
Head over.
No. Sorry.
Hey.
I
Hi.
mean,
How are you doing?
I'm great.
You had a nice morning.
Yeah, it's been really nice.
Did you have good breakfast?
Yeah, I had waffles actually.
What time is it actually?
It's like 2 p.m.
Did you have good lunch?
Yeah. So you know, Ambrose will be helping you guys. Do you want to go talk to him first? Because you can tell Lucas like we'll be there in an hour or something.
I've already.
Is, like,
I
Ambrose still
Heidi
done?
ho.
No,
Well,
we have to
are
go talk
you-
to Ember.
I would assume that I have given the information to him that I sent to you in private. So
So
Yes,
Poopers would have
but-
talked
yeah.
to him alone.
Did you want to have already done the arrangement of what he's going to tell Silver Lining?
do you guys want to? You can be here for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's. So
I
All
What the
right.
hell's
So
going
I'll
on?
basically just like wave them in and be like, "Hey guys, he'll help."
Okay.
So
Okay.
Okay.
So then you're going to tell Lucas.
we'll be there in an hour.
Yes. I mean, the finger sandwiches are going to get cold. Charlotte's going to be so angry.
God, you guys have finger sandwiches. You're so cool.
Cooper, you know, make him feel better if you ran up and gave Ava a huge hug after this when we get
Don't,
there.
I wouldn't do that.
Please
Why?
don't do that.
She doesn't like being touched.
What if it's an air hug?
I don't think she wants anyone near her.
Just like you.
Lucas, how strong is your door?
That's a really weird question.
In
to ask.
comparison
It
to
is
the
a
door.
relevant question.
Not
Is it a solid core door?
I mean, I can kick it open.
Okay, great.
Oh
Perfect.
God, we
All
have a
right.
kickoff.
I'll tell the team that you'll be here in an hour. You guys can we're gonna meet up in our common room. It's down the hall that way. We'll see you in an hour then.
Okay.
Come on,
goodbye.
Lewis. And he like puts his arm around Lewis and sort of like drags him away.
And as they walk away, I'm like, God, they're so cool. Damn it.
Okay.
You
Finger
customers.
sandwiches.
So let's go see Ambrose really quick.
Probably cucumber
Ambrose is in the basement
finger
of the administrative hall, in his own dark and brooding little dungeon.
just computing.
Pretty much, his entire office is just books and
Eyeball.
shelves and a desk, and he just kind of like sits there poring over papers all day. So you guys all walk downstairs, and he says, "I didn't expect you back so soon." Hello again, poopers.
Hello. You liking that information? Yummy?
It was satisfactory.
Num num nums.
So
Poofers, the potion wore off.
You
I
want
take it
Yumsy
Poofers spoke with you.
Yes, it is dangerous to misinform the wardens, and should this arrangement be discovered, all of us will be in rather intricate danger.
And if we fail, we're all gonna die anyway.
What information would you like me to give to Victoria and Silver Lining?
Well, as far as generalities, we need to get their operation delayed. So,
Could we say that maybe Lolth has moved past an accessible plane? Like she's inaccessible right now, so she's not worth going after?
you think you could do that?
That is a difficult point to sell. Lolth is only able to visit the divine and material realms. That said, she could always be taking, what's the word? Taking refuge in another continent.
I mean, she does have. They think she has an artifact. Could it help explain how she was able to get somewhere that.
She has
can't be.
free traversal of the realm, but for her to end up somewhere such as Magdaros, the land of the dragons, an artifact would be helpful in establishing something like a following there.
Hmm.
That is something she would wish to do. Dragons are powerful creatures.
Well, we're gonna need to delay or at least, or delay the hunt for her for at least a couple, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Magdaros is a several-month journey.
Perfect. And if we can get, once we get back, if we can get that information that she has returned or something like that, so that it can then continue, I think it would work out.
Are there any other details that you would like to provide? Or is everything up to my discretion?
I
You're a
feel like
to leave to your
you probably
discretion.
will know what the most believable thing is. Our main goal is to prevent this team from going after this artifact and Wolf and Dr. T.
You know as well they're going to die if they go after them.
More than likely.
So we need to find a way to prevent that, apparently.
Well, they will also die if the artifact is not actually found. But it seems you have that under control.
Artifacts found.
Very well.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we have just put this decision off for another couple months of
Perfect.
RP, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buried it deep, deep down.
Yeah, push it down.
Yeah.
Let's go party with the elves.
Till it
It'll
heart
be
burns its way
fine.
back up.
Depending on how your conversation goes, you may have to update the team on like conditions and stuff. So,
Okay, that's fine.
but the general decision that he's helping you will remain in place.
Okay.
Going to meet with Silver Lining. Let me pull up my notes again. I switched off a bit. Okay, the meeting is taking place in their common room, their quarters, so they have the same arrangement you do, where they have like one room and then their actual bedrooms branch off from there. You go to the designated location, knock on the door, and Lucas opens the door again, and he's got this like big goofy grin on him, and he's like, "Welcome, welcome! Like, this is the pad," and shows you in. I'm gonna post some images in our context
boy,
channel on
characters.
Discord.
Yay.
So you can see each of the characters as I introduce them in turn. So, entering the room, the first thing that you notice is that, backstory.
He
The
was
first,
born on a farm.
first thing that you notice is, your common room is really more of like a hangout spot, and theirs is like an office. They have desks,
so
they have like
cool.
meeting tables, they have like blackboards on the walls, they have like records.
I bet
Guys-
you tell about it.
So ours looks like
Pooh first. Keep it to yourself.
Maybe
A
we
frat
shouldn't have been
house
fucking around for
with
2
a-
years. This could have been us.
and
Well-
they look like a university study.
Yeah, they've been doing this for
Think
like
tank.
12 years though, so that's the difference.
How?
Okay.
Hold on. How long have we been wardens in the timeline?
I think a little over
3
a year.
weeks.
Okay. 3 weeks. We've been going real fast. Okay. First is Lucas. He's a human, about 30 years old. He's got this like, he's like cute in the sort of like dorky, goofy way. where
But he's 6'5".
Yeah, he's large. He's like a big boy. Big buff
All
boy.
right, so there's your beer in. All right, got
He's
it.
got this like short, messy blonde hair.
So cute.
He always has some like dirt smudge on his face, just inexplicably, and every
Oh,
time
no,
you
he's
see
not
it, it's in a
Baron.
different spot.
He's Troy.
He's dumb and
He's got this like,
Dumb and beautiful.
yeah, sharp blue eyes, and he's like almost always smiling. When not armored in the sort of traditional silver warden outfit, he just wears like plain brown slacks, boots, and a looser white shirt.
Hotness check.
Okay, sure.
Oh no, he can't be ugly though.
Then none of them can be
He's
ugly. They are
ugly,
also main characters.
ugly.
so-
They're-
So they get
they
a plus
gotta be
2
hot.
to hot.
Yeah.
They're-
see what you roll.
I rolled a 3, so
Well, he's more than a 5. I'm telling you that now.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a portrait of Lucas in our context channel. I hope I put that in the right channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The next person you see is another human. She also got blonde hair and blue eyes, and her hair is pulled back into a ponytail. She looks strong, but she's more toned than like bulked. And she's dressed in black tights, high boots, and a blue tunic that's
She's
tightened around her
heckin' monk.
waist with her belt.
Sounds like a
And she's
monk.
got like one scar across her face like that.
Heckin'
She
monk.
has a sort of
monk.
like messy mischief to her, like she's very reckless looking. And she's polishing a crossbow as you enter. So
Not him.
this is presumably Charlotte. She looks very similar to Lucas. There's an image in our Discord channel.
Hey now, you're a monk star.
The third person is the dark elf. She looks pretty middle-aged for an elf. Definitely older than everyone else in the party in terms of like relative human years. She's dressed in this dark purple dress and a long cloak, and she's got this long white hair and a wreath of purple leaves, kind of like the Greek style, that goes around the top of her ears. Lying next to her, or against the wall, is a staff carved of dark wood, and she's just sitting there with her arms crossed, looking just edgy and unlikable.
Edgy and mean.
Yeah, pretty much.
And just so the people watching know,
Oh god, that's so heckin' edgy.
Yeah, she's super, super edgy.
go ahead and go to our Discord if you want to see these references, so you
Yeah.
fully get a full image of what this team is.
And the final person is a tiefling who's like a very pale gray, a little bit pinkish complexion. And he's very standard looking, like nothing about him super stands out. He's just kind of average. Does not have an exceptional build or anything like that. And he's got this kind of shoulder length hair that's been pulled back, wearing just a plain black slacks, a nicer white shirt, black tie, vest matched with a long coat, and glasses. And he is obviously the leader. He's like standing over. Yeah,
Tiefling.
obviously. I mean, you've been told Elijah is the tiefling, so. They kind of all look up as you enter, and Lucas has like thrown the door open and is like, "Come into our pad."
I was just gonna kick that. How did you know?
I can sense it. And all of them kind of like look up at you like judgmentally, I guess.
I'm waving.
And then Charlotte kind of like gives you a big grin and waves back, and Lucas is like, "I think you're making a good first impression."
Always do. Everybody loves me.
So Elijah walks over and like claps his hands together and says, well, Sultry, I saw you updated your record to 6 despite
It was actually a mistake. The 5 was the mistake. We're an alliteration group here.
Right.
So-
Well, welcome to our quote-unquote headquarters. My name is Elijah. I'm the head of Silver Lining. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I know we really haven't had a chance to talk. We've both been so busy with the world ending and everything.
And the
Sure,
bar
sure.
fights and the
Yeah, I
whole
did
thing.
notice that. Good job, Lucas. And Lucas goes like,
I drew a little.
and then he's like, he like bends down like he's gonna pick you up, and he's like, is that okay? Like, do you want to be lifted up?
Yeah, you can lift me.
He,
Put
like,
my
puts
arms
you up and like puts you on his shoulders.
Oh yeah, I like this guy. I'm like looking intently. You guys like, I'm so glad we didn't kill these people.
I go sit broodingly next to Eva and not
She-
say anything.
Stands up and moves to a different.
She outbrewed.
She outbrooded me.
Oh man.
I'm a little bit disappointed. I was
Ow.
the pooper's tree.
Can't outbreed a brood.
Ow!
I
She's
was
so
the
edgy.
Been replaced.
Cut me on that edge.
Yeah. So, right as you guys are kind of like shuffling in, seats have been set out for you. Like they pulled additional chairs in and everything. Lewis comes in with like a tray of more snacks, and Lucas, with you on his shoulders, is like, "Don't worry, I'll take care of that, Lewis, buddy." And he takes it, and Lewis is like, "This is literally my job. Like you you don't have to do this." And Lucas is like, "You've done enough," and pats his head. "You can go now."
And I whisper into his ear, I'm like, you have a liaison. That's so cool.
You have one too, I think.
Yeah, but we never talked to her.
Yeah.
Does Miranda bring us finger sandwiches if we ask?
Have we been missing
Miranda
out on the
vibes.
fingers?
I mean,
all those fingers.
the liaisons are like basically your servants, kind of.
So
We have been having a servant the whole time.
To be
Aye.
fair,
Aye.
not gotten room service yet.
we're not here a lot.
We haven't told her her rights. That's- Come on.
I mean, Lucas and Lewis clearly have like a good bro relationship, but Lewis is like trying to be a professional, and Lucas is just not having it. They're like brothers from another mother, kind of deal. Anyways, Elijah welcomes you in. Great to meet all of you. I don't mean to, just act like I know everything, but Viren, Poofers, Erebir, Magnus, and Troy, I've read your records. Your name is really spread around. It's hard not to know who you are these days. I just wanted to say that I'm very admirable of your work. You've done great things. We wouldn't have been able to finish Bloodspinning had you not found the original ruby that is encrusted in the blade. So, really, really excellent work. You are doing the Warden name very proud.
Insight. Bullshit check.
Yeah. Does he hate us? Does he hate us? Are we not cool?
13.
I would also like to
Okay.
with mad, but
Please do.
I almost feel like Pooper should just not be able to have insight checks because she just shakes most things.
yeah,
at
no,
face-
it's okay.
face
We're gonna
value.
go with yours.
Shit.
I mean, he's very professional for sure, but he's like making direct eye contact. He's smiling. Like,
So he
Is
sees
it
him.
like a smirk smile?
no, it's like,
Like
a genuine.
a genuine smile.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just a nice guy.
Yeah, all right.
Remember, he's better than you, but he's gonna make you feel that that's not the case, even though you clearly can tell that it is.
I want this guy to be my boss. Anyways, I don't know how much you know about us. We usually are more behind the scenes kind of team. We don't, go around flaunting beer and stay or
It
anything. I love
seems-
that, by the way. I thought it was brilliant.
Poke.
Fuck these guys.
No, I don't mean that rude at all. I thought it was brilliant. It was a great way to sort of get your name and resources out there, so you can bring in more resources.
I think you're giving me a little bit too much credit, and I look around. I'm looking up for Albo, like the
struck my
person
lightning.
that we really need credit for is my good friend Albo.
Dope,
The
yo.
big thing is that that you need to understand during Beerens Day is that all those people were so downtrodden and destroyed from everything that had happened to him and that was going on that we could do anything that we could to lift their spirits, to make them
This is
feel-
true.
Oh no, I
Make them
agree
feel better.
wholeheartedly. Morale is a huge part of any mission.
Especially since the world's ending, you gotta distract them a little bit from it.
No, I agree entirely. Like I said, morale is incredibly important. I'm especially admirable of you killed a dragon when you were like level 1 or something, level 2 maybe.
I mean, I still have shards of it too.
Oh, that's quite impressive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyways,
we don't go around talking about
I've been
it.
a fan of your work. I've been following all of your records that you've submitted.
You're just reading our bullshit.
It's been really inspiring to see a new group sort of join the cause, take the reins, and make change.
So loyal.
It's
Anyways,
and all this, I mean, praise is great, but it seems like you guys keep coming behind us, and yeah, we do the initial spearhead of a lot of it, but then you come
and Charlotte's
Yeah.
like, that's
team-
what I've been saying.
your
He
team comes-
gets it.
your team
You guys
comes and
have
cleans up and
been
does all the
everywhere.
does all the hard jobs and everything like that. I mean,
And we just get to
what
giggle.
we do sure is hard, but you guys have a much harder job. I don't
And
think we could do what you do.
He's kind of like oh, dude, that's no need for that. And Charlotte's like, that's what I've been saying. Elijah, you got to push for harder missions. And he's like, Charlotte, you know that what they do is important and what we do is equally as important. There's no winner just because you're not the face of the adventure. And she's like, that's why I joined. I wanted to be the face of the adventure. I wanted to go out and punch things.
Don't worry.
And then Charlotte became
we can-
part of the Sultry
we can-
Six.
We can, if you'd like, we can start throwing your name around.
She's like, oh, well. I mean, I would.
Charlotte's Day.
Troy, I did see your class
I
yesterday.
was gonna say, and you didn't participate, so I was wondering what you were doing there.
I don't want to upstage you or anything,
Whoa.
Actually, I was interested in having a bit of a, contest.
Oh!
Fair enough.
Cool.
And I lean down to
She's with the
Lucas and I
crossbow,
say,
right?
you won our contest. I've been saying it was because I was drunk, but you're just real strong.
I won't tell anyone.
Good,
I'll go.
thanks.
You know what? In fact, I'll tell people that you were really, really
Oh,
drunk.
don't do that. Well, yeah, do that.
And Charlotte's like, just so you know, I have the sharpest eye in the West, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Lucas, where did you get the stuffed animal?
We're at Red
And
Cliff
he's
right
got
now,
like
right?
he's got like your feet in his hands. And he's like, what are you talking
He
about?
turns, I'm just like, what?
Sorry. Side note: did you ever open my present?
Oh! And I pull it out and I open it, and it's a beautiful rainbow scarf. It's probably like the most expensive garment I've ever owned. I put it on, I'm like, this is real neat. That's
You look fabulous in that, Poofers. That's Lucas.
Thank you, she got it for me.
Great taste.
So you have your black outfit, but then you have your rainbow scarf.
And Charlotte's
Got a black cloak, a black hat, and a rainbow scarf.
You know, that's just gonna
That's
make you a
awesome.
target in combat, though.
What? My rainbow scarf?
Yeah.
Bring it on.
That's why she has
Do you
it.
want to take this
That's why
outside?
she has it.
What are we gonna do outside?
and Elijah puts his head, like he's like, oh no. And then Lucas turns you towards all of the holes in the wall. He's like, don't make her fight inside.
Are they like arrow holes or
Yeah.
fist holes?
Well, it's a mixed bag.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, you want to take us outside?
Wait, it
I
sounds
was
like
told-
outside is the better place.
I was
to
told I
be.
can't shoot in here anymore.
So,
Clearly,
well,
it looks like you're.
Lucas, can I have one of
I was
those
trying to draw a smiley face
Sure.
there.
sandwiches you got there?
Oh yeah, Lucas has those in his hands too.
Yeah, I've eaten like 3 or 4 of
He's
them.
like, oh, here you go, and he puts it down in the middle. Can I get you guys anything to drink? We have. He looks at Elijah. Only, very professional beverages in this establishment.
I will take one of those professional beverages.
If you had to say in I don't know, like Pig Latin or something, which professional beverage you'd like.
A de beer.
And he turns and is like, I guess that's going around. And Elijah's like, this is supposed to be a serious conversation.
Can I have some ilk, May?
You May. Do you want to come with me or should I put you down?
No, I'll come with you.
Okay.
Okay,
He
you're
goes.
gay.
He goes into they have like a little kitchen area too. So he goes.
So
I look
cool.
at Elijah and I said, look, our methods may be a bit unconventional, but we actually are effective in the end if you follow it through.
Oh,
Don't let
no.
this fool you.
He doesn't
I-
follow through. He cleans up all of it.
I mean,
I know.
oh no no no
The
no.
aftermath.
I hope that wasn't implied at all. I mean, Charlotte, stop with the arrows, and she's like over there trying to pull one out of the wall. And it's like, we just need to sit down and take care of this. Don't let them reflect on our team either, please. We know what we're doing most of the time.
They're not as perfect as we thought.
Anyways, please take a seat. I don't think this should take long. I do want to sort of... I know we haven't made contact before, but I want to establish that we consider you valuable allies, and we hope that you can rely on us as well. This is a team effort saving the world. It's not one man's job. And you're over in the kitchen on Lucas's shoulders, and he's like, hold this, hands you a glass. It's like a team effort in the kitchen. It's cool.
We got a production line
Made a
going.
best friend.
Another best friend.
Yeah, on top
Best
of all my
friends.
other best friends.
And Ava's sitting there angry, and Charlotte is still trying to get that arrow out of the wall.
Can I go over and pull the arrow out?
You think you're a tough guy, huh? You want to take this outside?
Being outside
No, I
better
was-
than the inside.
I've
That's
heard
what they say.
I've heard that too. I'm just saying I can pull the arrow
I
out
bet I
for
could
you.
beat you in an arm wrestle.
Wrestling.
I cast Mage Hand.
And hold on, she gets down and is ready to go, and Elijah's like, Charlotte, another time, please, we just have to get through this. I'm sorry. We just have a few questions for you guys, as you
I
know.
holster my dice.
I appreciate you. You know what? If you guys
The whole time, by the way, I'm totally smiling the whole time.
Yeah. And he's like, Charlotte, if you want to play war with them later, you can do it after work hours. And she's like, they don't have work hours.
Work hours. You guys are so cool.
What is work?
And he's like, we just need to get, everyone's just looking, she's fuming. And he's like, we just need to get, okay. I'll just ask the questions straight out. We want you to know that we're here for you guys and whatnot, and we're going after this artifact because saving the world is
Hope
better than
you're
whatever.
ready to die.
Funny enough you say that, Viren. We know full well that this is mostly a suicide mission, and we're fully prepared to accept that responsibility because that is what we signed on for when we joined.
God.
the
Now,
Wars.
question.
People are too
How many-
good.
How many artifacts are you gonna get when you're dead?
Yeah, see, that's part of the problem, but we are also just doing what we're assigned. It's
Yeah.
a give it your all sort of situation, not a what if situation.
You know what? I mean, you guys have. You seem pretty cool, and we
So
appreciate all the stuff you guys are cleaning. What if we go talk to Victoria and see if we can get you guys a different mission? And it has nothing to do with not your skills.
No, that is a
being
generous
able to do
offer,
this,
Magnus, but this is something we want to do.
But if you die, you can't get more artifacts. And although we're good, but we need some help.
Yes, we're your backup. We're solving this problem while you go get the next one. This is our job, and we're happy to do it.
So cool.
It's not a good idea.
Well, whether or not, it's really not our decision to make. And Charlotte's like, I agree with Magnus. you're supposed to be a master tactician here, Elijah, and here you are saying, it's a suicide mission, but we're gonna go anyways. And he's like, well, you don't have, you can just leave. And she's like, I'm not gonna not fight a spider god.
How often do you get to fight a spider god?
Well, for us, often.
Yeah.
We had a few run-ins.
That's a Tuesday kind of thing.
It doesn't go well either.
Anyways, we just have a few clarifying questions, hopefully help narrow down what we're going to do. Any information you have on the artifact, anything that could be helpful, any information on Lolth, anything that wasn't in the record that you might be able to provide us with that would help us on this mission.
So it's kind of hard for us because we were put into a dream state for what felt like weeks, I think?
And it
2
wasn't,
weeks or
and
something
it
like
wasn't
that?
because of anything, which is the concern that if you go fight Lolth, who has this artifact, and you just instantly put into a dream state, what are you gonna do?
We only knew we were in a dream state when it started getting real funky. And by funky, I mean painful.
And Lucas puts down the beer and milk on the table and then picks you up and puts it down.
I just kind of like sit where he places me and grab the milk.
Yes, we had read on the report that you gave regarding that. The interesting thing is, Lolth is a god, and as a divine creature is unable to use the infernal created artifact, so she is clearly working with someone.
Oh, yeah, fun fact about that. There's actually an archdemon tied to the artifact, which I think that we knew before.
Yes,
He's, I think, the one.
but it still requires a mortal user, so there is someone alive and mortal that she is allied with. Do you have any suspicions as to who that might be?
I mean, see, we woke up, we got rescued by Doppio. Walked
Yeah,
away.
I tried
Do you know
to
who
find
Doppio is?
any information. Doppio. All Victoria said was you were rescued by some dope. And I didn't know what that meant.
There is a beautiful pink shrine by the cathedral that you should
Lucas
go
is like,
visit.
I saw that.
It's beautiful. Doppio, who also gave us this, and I hold up the brooch,
That's great.
and it like shines
First
pink.
of all, I have the brooch.
Okay, well, I go in your pocket and I like
All right, I
rip
get
your
it.
pocket up.
I,
Give us that.
I grab it, put it back in my pocket.
He's a wonderful god. He will help you out whenever you want, as long as you be his friend, which is what I found. Well, whenever you want, as in when it works for him and it might be convenient for him.
And
But
so Charlotte pipes up and she's like, so you're friends with God. Lucas, what the fuck, man? Like,
Do you guys
what are we
follow any
doing?
gods?
Huh?
Do you guys follow any gods
No.
at all?
Oh.
and I pull out
boy,
some
I
pink
have the
paper
god
and
for
I say,
you.
just write some letters down. Say, hey, how are you doing? Just initiate a conversation and then write him every week for the rest
Let
of your
them know
life.
Airbeer and Poopers.
Okay.
We're on his
And
good side.
Charlotte, in response to you, says, well, Ava probably worships, I don't know, some demon or something. And she, like, glares over at Charlotte. And she's like, am I wrong? And Ava is just, like, keeps glaring at her. And Charlotte says, anyways, none of us have really dedicated our lives to God because we're like, let's do things ourselves. Or, like, this is our world to save.
That's the great thing about Doppio is you don't need to dedicate your life to him. You just gotta write him
And
some
Elijah
letters.
says, I'm sorry, Poofers, I don't mean to interrupt your gospel here, but really back to the point at hand.
I start drawing on one of the papers.
Any information that you can give us would be extremely helpful.
What, I mean,
About
what do you
Lolth?
know about Lolth so far?
Well, Ava here has quite the history from the Underdark, so she has a good understanding of the culture and religion behind Lolth. We've read your reports on your encounters with her. We've also done most of the research required to understand how she, thinks and acts.
Oh, you guys do research. You're so
So what's your, just out of curiosity, what's your plan?
Hopefully track her down. Ambrose seems to have some sort of idea of where she might be. But other than that, really do everything you can. Find a Godslayer weapon, hopefully.
So your plan is just attack.
Well, all research can only take you so far. There are a number of ways to damage a god even if you can't kill them. We are looking into a way to find a Godslayer weapon. Kind of hard to come by. That said, there are also bargains that can be made. There are other sources of power that you can interfere with. And you didn't kill her, you disrupted a ritual. Perhaps something like that will go on. There's really no way of knowing until we can get more information on what she's doing. That's why we were hoping you could give us some information. As we said, all we know is that she needs a mortal to use this artifact she has.
She
Perhaps
has
she's using
a
Dr. Towerdell for that in some sort of, like, torture situation. That would be
Jeez, I sure hope not. But when we woke up, she had a lot of servants. They're like spidery people.
Driders.
Yeah, lots of those.
Usually they make some sort of pact with her to become that sort of amorphous creature.
Wait, so anybody can become one?
Well, it is a servant of Lolth. It
Oh
is
my
not
god, 8
something-
legs are so much better than 2.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I
I'll
think they're
consider
afraid
it.
of fire. Didn't we hear that?
Are they afraid of fire?
Probably don't like fire.
Probably
Burns
don't
all
like
their
fire.
legs.
Too bright.
Fire bad.
bright.
So, just a thought.
We actually don't know why Lolth is even up here.
Well, that's an excellent question. Any insight on that?
No. Do we have it? I don't think we've
We know
really
she
looked
doesn't
into that.
like us because
think
we
we
stopped
actually
her
know.
ritual, but that's
Perhaps we
it.
should, turning to Ava, perhaps we should take a detour into the Underdark and see what more we can find. We just spent several months down there getting the blade for Bloodsbane.
Have you heard of a bar in the town that I forgot the name of?
Yeah, I knew this was coming.
No, we went west, not east.
I set them up. I wonder how they're doing. I should write a letter.
Oh my god.
So
Do you have any
there's-
Underdark bugs left?
So many side quests.
I
No,
mean,
those
if
are
there's-
gross.
If you've included everything in your report, that's fine. I was just hoping there was any more information that might give us a lead to follow.
I mean, as I said, we didn't even know when we entered the dream world. So it's hard to tell what actually happened.
If you get placed in the dream world, it's hard to get out.
You said
Oh,
that
fog rolling in. That was one of. Didn't we get surrounded by a deep fog
Fog.
Yeah.
fog is
right
a
when it
thing.
started?
So I think your report also said something about black blood being an indicator.
Yes, thank you, DM. Definitely put that in there.
Right. Well, perhaps Ambrose has a lead on a Godslayer weapon. That would be ideal.
What? Yeah, tell me more about this Godslayer weapon.
Oh, this was something that was introduced the first time you fought Doppio. Gods cannot die by typical means. They are, preserved by the belief of from humans. However, there is an artificial way to kill them, and that is a Godslayer weapon, which has to be crafted by a god. But there are a few in existence.
That sounds cool.
Other than a Godslayer weapon, can a god kill another god?
Without a Godslayer weapon, no.
No.
But they can
But they can craft a
imprison.
Godslayer
Can any
weapon
god
too.
craft a Godslayer weapon?
In theory, but it's really just down to the one god of the forge.
God of the Forge. Who's that
Who's
guy?
the god of the forge?
Let me check his name.
Oh,
Sorry, the brooding one is Ava, right?
Get to
Yes.
work,
Yes.
yo.
Is that the
Wait a
dark
second.
elf?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I have.
Who
Why
else
is she
would
so
it be?
broody? All
Well,
those
the
dark
tiefling
elves are
could,
broody.
but that's the leader. Yeah, it's
Tiefling
dark
looks
elf.
too
His
smart.
his name was Bane.
Bane.
god.
Bane.
Yeah.
And
Brood.
he's the
So
God,
God
of
of
the
the
god of
forge.
forge and craft.
Bane, the god of forging and craft.
So, do other gods just like submit a work order ticket, or how do we go
Work order.
producing these?
I really haven't looked into it, to be
Godslayer
honest.
But they become
Because
The-
it could be useful.
these.
Well, gods don't want mortals to have their hands on them. That's the
Sure.
complicated part.
Sure.
I turn to Ava and I go, "You don't like loaf?" Not to be racist.
She glares at you.
I don't know how to take that.
Lucas is like, he bends down like next to you and like looks at her as you're looking at her, and he's like, see, you can sort of read her expression, like once you know her for a while, like a certain arch of her eyebrow means a certain thing, and she like crosses her arms and is just like so angry at him, and it's like he's like, see, right now I can tell she's angry.
I think I'm getting that a little bit. Might be getting through.
Can I'm gonna whisper to Poofers. I'm like, can I have a bug out of your bag, please?
And I just hand him a bug.
Yes.
It's a nice little cockroach.
Good.
One wing is gone. I had a snack.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. What I do is I pour a glass and I crunch the bug and I rim the glass,
and I hand it to Ava.
She takes it and looks at it and then throws it in your face.
Dark elves don't eat bots.
And then Lucas whispers to you, see, I think she's just really furious now. Probably insulted.
I got those signs too. I'm getting better at this.
Well, it was worth a shot.
No, they eat the special.
And Charlotte's like,
Yeah, I know.
ooh,
I don't have those.
that sucks.
She wants to take this outside now.
I mean, yeah, that's Ava.
Yeah.
But
Do you want those arrows?
And she's like, oh, I can't reach that one.
So she does like little.
And they're like, everyone in the room looks at her and she just like,
Okay, cool. Got it.
and Elijah's just like, oh my god.
I hand her the arrow.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
And she's like, great. I bet I could take you down with just this arrow. Do you want to take it outside?
Well, this has been fun.
It's raining outside right now.
Is it? You know, nothing better for a jog than the rain.
Minor illusion in the rain. Through the window.
All right, let's go. I bet I can race you. Let's go.
Slip and slide.
Let's go.
It has been a pleasure to meet everyone, but I believe we all have a lot of research and work to do.
Right, well, if you ever come up with anything, you know how to reach us. And he, like, flushes the badge.
Poofers, come in. Hello.
And then
Just
Lucas
call
runs
yourself.
over to Elijah's and takes it, and he's like, Lucas, you. Oh, God. And Elijah's like, I'm so sorry for everything here. This was just tragic.
The sandwiches were okay though.
Yeah, enjoyed the sandwiches.
I didn't even get any of the sandwiches. You ate them all?
Anyways, I want to sort of cutscene the next few minutes, which will be you guys leaving the city and going to the Elven Land, because I want to get
I have
you
to
there.
get my balloon before we go.
You grab your balloon. It is exactly what you wanted.
What color is it?
Do
Red.
Orange.
it's probably red.
Okay.
Is there any like 1 minute things you guys have to do in the city, or are you ready to go?
Why are you looking at me?
Looking around. Is
You
everyone
doing any
good to
more
go?
shop-
As we're
shopping?
leaving, we're saying bye to everybody.
Everyone
see-
needs to be
see
wearing their
Eva,
nice
or
clothes.
Ava, right? Like, hey, it's great talking to you. Like, walk out of the room. Watch
She just
the
kinda goes
back
like-
through. Yeah?
Yeah, because you didn't talk to her.
I know.
It's great.
Perfect.
Okay, is everyone happy leaving? Because
Yeah.
we good?
I
We're all
think
everyone-
so.
I think so. We stocked
got
up on
everything from the
potions
shop.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I
I
got
think
my
we bought
thing.
potions last
Do
time.
we have?
Oh.
Do we have a minion with us?
Who do you want to take?
Oh. Actually,
Or do we want to take the brooch?
I think we take the brooch, and
yeah, that's a good
I will
point.
text RP.
Erebir should
The other
decide.
stuff.
I think we take the brooch.
Callie, Tempest, and well,
The
Nora
brooch.
doesn't really want to go, but she
Ooh, I
has
don't
to
know how
go.
well Callie would go. Oh, Callie's a human now, huh?
A hot human
Yeah,
A hot human.
with
But
a
they
bad
all want to
attitude.
go.
What else like?
elves.
Or not
Elves.
like?
Non-elves.
Everybody else that aren't elves?
They're tolerant, but they're not, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're bringing the brooch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
brooch we could
Broach him.
Yeah. Cool. It'll be fun. All right. So on the day that you're meant to go, Miranda takes you. You're like packing up, and you're like, okay, let's go get our carriage and everything. And Miranda's like, what are you guys doing? And she takes you into the administrative castle area to a courtyard, which has been terraformed and changed. And you now see a very magical-looking contraption set up. And she says, all right, well, it took some expediting and a lot of funding, but we have a teleportation circle set up here now. It is functional to the major cities in the continent, but there's a 3-day period where you can't teleport again without, being disintegrated. So,
Okay.
there's that. You also need authorization from the other side to travel through, so it is not like a just like, let's go thing. So, we have everything set up for you to travel to Amaranthine if you're ready to go.
I look at
And
everyone.
they're
now.
aware of our arrival.
Yes.
Well, we were invited.
You were invited.
Very royally invited.
We put on our nice clothes
Okay.
before we go.
They ask you to
Yes,
step in the
please,
circle.
nice clothes.
There are a number of mages, Erebir, you recognize a lot of them from your job, who are currently operating this large piece of complicated magical
Shine
machinery.
bright
Are you
there.
still looking like you?
No.
Or you changed it all?
No, I'm me.
And they like get you all situated. It takes a couple hours for them to like prep everything, and then they like pull the lever, crunk, and
Batman symbol.
it's a
Oh yeah, this is the perfect Batman symbol,
to
right?
Amaranthine.
To Amaranthine.
Yeah.
The process of teleportation is excruciating painful.
Oh,
yourself
lovely.
Being torn apart and then reassembled, so it is not fun.
I
So when we
understand
come
the
back, we're all just
disintegration
screaming and yelling like,
It's
ah!
like in Galaxy Quest, we're like,
Yeah.
and then one guy, that was a hell of a thing. Yeah, I would like to spend more time on this, but I want to get to the next area, and we're already over time. Anyways, you find yourselves in a new city. If you turn your attention to our map, you'll see an image of it. It's right there.
On the world map, can you throw that up? And whereabouts is it?
Yeah. I
Real quick.
can do it this way.
Oh, the world map.
Yeah, just to see like, is it the northeast
So
area?
you are right.
Is it
You
showing
will
it?
end
No,
up being
it's
right
not.
there.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
rats.
Okay, so what you see when you arrive is you're on this platform of white stone, which is high in the air, like sort of built into a mountain. And it is overlooking this massive city of white marble, stone, and glass. The architecture is elegant, graceful, clearly elven in nature, and the city stretches as far as the eye can see. Do I need to post the image elsewhere?
Yeah.
Put
you
it in
might-
the context.
I mean, I don't think that this has anything to do with me. Yeah,
I
just
don't
head
know why
to
that's not working. That's really odd.
yeah, just head to the context channel on our Discord.
Okay. Copy.
The music's
and-
cool.
Huh?
This is from the Burb game.
It is from the bird.
Oh, it's from the Burp game.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
There are not ghosts floating in it, unfortunately. This is just the only image I could find that was accurate. City stretches as far as the eye can see. It's incredibly beautiful and pristine, regal and noble in every sense. You're on the platform near the edge of the city that overlooks everything else, including the royal castle far in the distance. Someone clears their throat behind you, and near the teleportation circle operators here, all elves, there is another elven woman with long dark hair, and she's dressed in these like elegant white robes. She introduces herself as Mara, and she is a servant of High Priest Lorien, and is to be your guide to the twin island of Tayo, where Lorien and the House of the Sun reside. That is the historical residence of the Tiestra family, which is the bloodline of the House of the Sun. High Priest Lorien is expecting all of you, and though he's scheduled to lead worship right around now, by the time you eventually arrive at the temple, you should be finished and ready to meet you. So she leads you down this, as you're all in sort of awe of this city that is unlike any other. She leads you down a large flight of steps to the main metropolitan. Though the teleportation circle is sort of situated on the edge of the city, the short walk through the city that you do take is beautiful. Guards in shining armor patrol regularly. Shops and homes are decorated with white marble and stained glass windows that frequently display images of suns and moons, and citizens are always dressed in clean clothes as they peruse the streets and shop. Eventually, you're led to a dock of white wood which extends into the clear waters of the sea. Here, the ocean is calm and mellow, and across the bay you can see a pair of islands upon which sit enormous palace-like temples, one on each island. They're very adjacent. There's just this short channel between them. And waiting for you at this dock is a white gondola manned by two elves who welcome you aboard. They help you on and set off. The light sea breeze is warm and welcoming as you cross the waters. And after a while, you reach the other side, and the elves help you off and wave you goodbye. You notice nearby that there's a larger boat at these docks, sort of like a ferry that seems to be waiting for passengers to take them back to the mainland. From here, Mara leads you up some more stairs towards the temple. The temple seems very busy as elves depart from it and head down towards the ferry. They're all sort of dressed very nicely, chatting happily, and seem in high spirits. And at the top of the stairs, far off in the distance, you see a figure in white, smiling and waving at people and sort of like chatting, waving people away. And that person also wears this beautiful golden headpiece that sort of calls to mind the image of the sun. Mara leads you away from this main entrance of the temple and around the side, up some stairs to a gated courtyard. There she nods at a guard at the gate who's standing in shining golden armor emblazoned with an image of the sun, and he opens the gate for you. She takes you through the courtyard, which let me show you an image of that courtyard. Hopefully this works. Oh,
No.
gosh. All right. Very disappointing.
Bummer.
So fancy over here. Whoa.
I'll
Wow,
post an
everywhere
image.
we've been is like total poop compared to this.
Yeah, other than just poop.
Why would you ever leave?
I'm really trying to get this image to work, but it's like beautiful courtyard.
Are there any other races in this city, or is it all elves?
It is all elves. You are in fact you do get some odd looks. I'll have to send you the image later because it's not working. But anyways, it's this beautiful courtyard in the sort of same style. Like all the architecture is the same style as the city, but there's a lot more yellow built into it. And she takes you across the courtyard, past this beautiful white marble fountain, towards a building on the far side, which is an open-air parlor that has these marble pillars suspending a roof overhead. 2 servants in white and gold uniforms stand at the top of this short little stairway leading up to the protected patio. And within, there are a number of white sofas and a low table between them with various finger foods and other appetizers. White curtains between the pillars sort of like flow with the breeze. But on the far wall, which leads into an actual structure, there is a pair of golden double doors lined with tapestries on either side and servants on either side of the doors as well. Here, Mara asks you to wait, and a servant approaches and offers you food, drink, and whatever else you may want. But after a bit, there's a knock at the door. Mara stands, and the servants pull open the door, and another servant enters and announces the arrival of His Holiness, the High Priest of the Sun, Lorien Tiestra. An elegant figure that you had seen at the top of the stairs enters the room, hands folded in front of him and head tilted slightly down. Mara and the servants bow and sort of look at you, expecting you to bow. And the figure sort of gives a soft nod in acknowledgement. His face is hidden behind a sun mask and a veil that he wears, so his expression is completely unreadable. And I will send you a picture in our context channel of what he currently looks like. Let's see here. This image.
Give us the context.
Show me the money. Wow!
Man, that thing is
Man.
ornate.
Holy crap.
So you totally can't see anything about him right now. However, he does beckon a servant over who rushes towards him, listens to something he whispers, nods, and runs over to Mara. She listens to what he has to say, looks a little bit surprised, and then kind of like gives an uncertain nod, bows again, and excuses herself from the room. She exits through the far golden doors along with all of the servants, leaving just you and this man in the room. As soon as she leaves, Lorien, who is sort of sat there maintaining perfect stillness, walks over toward a corner of the room near the double doors, where he turns toward a coat stand, facing away from you, pulls off this mask, unties the white robes, and hangs them all on the rack. He's still clothed underneath. It's just
It's not that kind of party.
an overrobe. Finally, he turns back towards the party, and you see a very kind of like sad-looking, pale, frail elven man. He is super skinny, just looks like you could push him over by looking at him. But he's dressed very nicely in robes of blue silk embroidered with golden leaves, and there is a golden wrap sort of suspended by a burnt orange belt and wrist wraps over that. His silver hair is pulled back into a loose braid, and without the head covering, you can see that his roots are starting to grow in blonde, which is really odd. Though he keeps the silver veil on, which sort of gives it's sheer, so it gives a very, like, light obscuring of his features, he gives sort of, like, soft, uncertain smile, and keeps his eyes cast down. Last image in our context channel is what he now looks like, having changed his outfit, obviously. Copy image. Paste image.
That turned out really good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, the pattern. That's really cool. Yeah. Anastasia was working on our Thursday stream. She was streaming her work on this. It's really good.
Thank you. So he kind of keeps his eyes cast down, and won't really look at you, but he has a soft smile and he says, "It's really good to have you back, Aravir. I was afraid you wouldn't come home."
Hello, brother. It's been a very long time.
And that's where we're calling it for today.
Well.
Ooh, new arc. Welcome to the Rise and Shine arc.
Oh man. Well, we're gonna get some sibling love, hopefully.
What if he's just a real good guy?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Just a real
Totally.
good guy.
Totally the good guy. Thanks for everyone watching tonight. Just saw Rebels and Rogues following us. Thank you. For the people that have been watching and been enjoying, consider following. We're not back next Saturday, are we?
I think we are.
Oh, are we?
Nope.
No?
No.
No.
But the following Saturday. But we'll also do some other stuff.
I don't know if we're...
We'll have to look at this schedule. Hold on, guys.
Thanks, Protots.
Thanks.
Yeah. Someone was paying
Hold
attention.
on. Next Saturday is the 11th. No. We aren't playing next week. We're not playing for a while because...
Well, the good news is now we have Mimics and Gimmicks, super fun time where we do other stuff where it's just us, playing games or doing fun things together and stuff. Yeah.
That's in our
Doing what we do.
Super entertaining.
so entertaining.
Allegedly.
It's just us being us and not cool fantasy characters.
Not cool stuff.
Yeah. We try to all be beerin' all the time, basically. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.